Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to yet another episode of Shameless FC. Running late as always, but as the great Matisse always says, lateness is greatness. So we are here yet again. Smash the like and subscribe button. Check out everyone's socials if you guys haven't done so already. We are potentially 2 days away from greatness, or potentially 2 days away from the Great Depression. It is one or the other, but we'll have to be able to see for next week anyway. Big up everyone as always. Smash the like and subscribe button while you guys are walking into the studio. Flawless, what are you saying, my guy? How's your week been, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm blessed, fam. Can't complain. Enjoying the Euros, enjoying Copa America, enjoying NBA playoff, just enjoying pure sport. You know what I'm saying? That's all man's been doing. United have not been playing to disappoint, man. And we've actually been doing business off the pitch, surprisingly. And we've actually been linked with some top quality ballers as well, which is, again, a very big shock. But yeah, man, minus that, man's blessed. All good.
Love to hear that, Mighty. Ryan as well. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man, it's been a good week, man. You know, crazy night, Wednesday night, man. Crazy night. And yeah, man, we're actually being linked with a few players as well, even though we're doing nothing really at the same time. So yeah, all good, man. Just enjoying life this week, bro. Hopefully better than Sunday as well. Sunday could be the peak, bro.
Could be the peak, but it depends on peak of what. It's either going to be amazing or it's going to be fucking depressing. But the good thing is I'm still staying neutral, so I win regardless. Neil, what are you saying, my guy?
I'm with you, mate. I'm neutral. I've not been saying football's coming home. I'm just doing what I do, trying to enjoy the football. Like, okay, but it's all good this week. It's just crazy to think that like there's a whole generation of England fans that have seen us in a semi-final and a final. And that's their standard of like,
the space
football,
of 2 years as well. These lot have had no character building. Like we've all suffered. It all depends on how old you are with how much suffering you've seen. Like you can go back to Southgate back in the 90s. You can go further back to the 80s with the hand of God. Back in the 2010s with fucking Frank Lampard and the goal. We've all suffered, and then you got fucking Utes running around that have seen us in the semi and the final in the space of 2 years. No,
that's
2 semis as well, if we're going to count the Nations League as well. So these lot, they've had everything, and it might be even more if we win on Sunday as well. But yeah, Jan as well. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, I was rooting for Sterling. I wouldn't claim to be a massive England fan, but I was rooting for Sterling, and he's just been balling out. So I'm very happy about that. I hope he brings it home, to be honest. I hope he does. I've been saying it's not coming home as well, but it looks like it could potentially. I was saying that Italy were one of the favourites. I thought they'd get to the final from before the competition kicked off, which they have done. So yeah, it's whether they can go all the way and win it, because I think Italy probably have been the best team. So it just depends on the final, because, you know, anyone can win a final in 90 minutes. So maybe England can do it, but we'll have to see. They've been
Italy have been the best team.
Italy has definitely been the best team.
3 games.
They've looked more dominant as well.
Yeah, I think
they only look shaky against Spain. Other than the Spain match, they've looked solid in all of their games.
They didn't really look shaky against Spain.
I won't even say shaky. I think it was just the toughest game for them because Spain gave them a much tougher match than I expected.
Spain came but they couldn't finish, and they didn't break down the defense. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like I don't say
they didn't start the best midfielder.
Who? Busquets? That's why Busquets started. What are you talking about?
No, he's talking about thumbs up merchant.
Oh, he's holding.
Big him up for his penalty, though. Big him up for his penalty.
It's a penalty shootout.
There's only one midfielder that I'm bigging up for their penalty in the shootout, and it is not.
Here we go. Yeah,
sorry. No, here we go.
He walked into it, man.
He did. That's your fault, Ryan. That's your fault. You know
I apologize for that.
One thing I'll say though is anyone like outright been trying to back England from the start? Because we all sound hella neutral.
Yeah, because
I think it's only been Slav.
Well, I've been neutral for. I don't really. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. I'm not really fussed. Like Jan City said, the Sterling thing, I do like that factor. Obviously, the United players involved as well. I like that. But like outside of that, if they lose, I won't be depressed. I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna watch the fallout.
You know what I said though since the beginning? Like I've said, England have a very good team. So if you look at, especially going forward, they have a very good team. So my concern was actually Southgate, because I thought Southgate wouldn't make the right decisions. A lot of people have questioned his decisions throughout the tournament because 9 out of 10 people think Grealish should be on the starting lineup every week. And it's not been the case. But he's been winning. So you kind of have to give him credit because the teams that he is picking are getting the points or, going through to the next round. So you can't really fault him too much. In the final, we'll have to see how he goes. I don't think Mount is a number 10. I think he's a number 8. So I'm not quite sure why he plays him there. I think it's not that
he can do both to be
play
fair.
Mount, but I think he should.
He wasn't good.
Play Mount and Grealish, and play Grealish in the number 10 if he's going to do that. But it's been working, so you can't really complain if he wins it and he plays the way he's been playing. What can you say? So. Yeah, I think he's done better than expected. That's why I didn't really give England a chance. It's not about the players. We know we have quality players. We know we have players that can score goals. We know that. We know defensively, the defense is not the best, but they're still solid players. Like John Stones had a solid season. Maguire's quite solid for England. Shaw's having the season
as well.
And then on the other side, Walker's solid. Some games he's a bit suspect, but Pickford's been good as well. So I think defensively they've done okay. I actually think they can do it in a one-off game. I think Italy, they've looked very good in parts. I do agree in 1 or 2 games they've not looked at their best. If England catch them on that sort of game, maybe they can win. But I do think they've got the better manager. Like I love Mancini, obviously. So we'll have to see. They have a chance. These players, there's quite a lot of winners in there. They've won trophies. So we'll have to see what happens. But it could be coming home.
Within 90 minutes, I think now's the part of the tournament where it's like fair play if you want to start chanting that. I have personally hated that chant for years because I think it's the most overdone chant in history. But we're in a final now. Fuck it. It can all run. It all makes sense. But it is still without a doubt, this is the hardest test for England. Levels harder than the Germany game. We were saying Italy have been the best team by miles. They've got an amazing squad. I think their style of play is a lot stronger than England's as well. England's is a lot more defensively minded, which, to be fair as well, and I'll give them their credit, they've only conceded 1 goal this entire tournament. So all this defensive football has worked to our benefit. But I think Italy, they can play defensive football. They have good defenders in their squad. And they can play expansive as well. Yeah. So I think it's going to be really hard to see England win this one, but this is where home advantage comes into effect as well. And I think England, they've got a really good advantage having Wembley and having the majority of the ground there as well. You saw even in the Italy-Spain match, there was its coming home chance from the England fans. They weren't even involved in the fucking match.
Is that what they were saying? It was coming home in that? Yeah,
that's
because
there was England fans in the upper tiers.
But they've only let a certain amount of Italian fans and Spanish fans in. And I think you had to, for a lot of them, you had to live in the UK. So England, basically, if you applied for a ticket for the semi-final, obviously at the time you didn't know who was going to be there. You would get given a ticket. So there's a lot of England fans that obviously bought tickets and got given them tickets. So it probably, the majority of the fans in the stadium were probably England fans.
But they would have known who they'd be, because I get. Yeah. You buy a ticket for the final just in the hope that England's there. But because of the bracketing system, you would know which day they would be playing anyway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So for me, it must have just been neutral fans going. And then because England have made the semi, they're now England by default. That's the way I saw it.
Makes sense. Like I said, I think the
not
game
many
is,
people
it'll be a
support
close
England
game.
who aren't from England.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're hated outside. We're hated outside of
the final.
It'll be interesting to see in that. Like I said, I'm just looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's a good game and see what happens. Because I think it is a close game. Because if you look at the squads, Italy, you would say have the better first 11, but England are better in attack. That's what you would say. Defensively,
England
and in the midfield, Italy are better, but England have the better attacking options. So it's kind of like, do you go with the Italians having the better 11 or England having the X factor in the attacking areas?
Look at the bench England have as well, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine you put a couple of them England attackers in Italy.
But they've lost Spinazzola as well. which
even
is
without
gonna be a big blow
Spinazzola,
for them too.
I still think defensively they're better. Not that England have been bad. I just think the Italians are better defensively. You don't think so?
I don't know if they're better though, only because they don't play
With your
defensively.
but with your man Jorginho in front as well. What are you saying, fam? This is
Oh
Shameless
yeah,
FC.
Jorginho's class. Jorginho's
Yeah.
class. But I'm talking about the entire back line in itself.
Yeah, I get what you're saying with the entire back line, but then you put
Like
Jorginho in
Bonucci,
front
for
of that.
example, he looked suspect in that Spain match.
Oh, why? Because he got spanned by your boy Morata.
It weren't even just that one. If that one, I think Chiellini was the one that got caught.
Oh yeah, it was Chiellini. Yeah, it was, man.
Yeah, and he was the one that
Alvaro
did the
Morata.
game, but Bonucci was getting caught the whole match.
Yeah,
To be
but
fair,
Italy, I would say, are better.
Italy are definitely beatable.
Oh yeah, both of the teams are beatable.
I think Italy are beatable.
They're both beatable. I think they've both
definitely.
took
I think
taken
there's a lot more
advantage
to
of
fear in
favorable
England's
draws.
team than Italy's.
In terms of the forward line, yes, but I think the midfield, I think it's Italy, and I think defensively they're better too.
Yeah,
that's what weighs it up. The
be
midfield's a mismatch with Variety and Jorginho versus Phillips and Rice is not really a contest to me. It's not really a con. If you put Mount in there as well,
Yeah, it's not.
Say
it's
it's a
not.
Locatelli. Well, obviously England
Would
have
you
the
guys-
goal scoring threat. Go on.
Because I think this question, I wouldn't personally, but it is a real question. Would you guys start Henderson for this game just for his experience in finals?
No.
I wouldn't
I
either,
don't-
but it has to be because he has won Champions League.
Nah,
I'm not
man.
Henderson's biggest fan as well, by the way, but like
You love the
Sure.
passion, fam. Quit lying. You know what I'm saying? But nah, no, I wouldn't.
Well, with that
What
passion
does that do?
door.
What does he won the passion door? That's hilarious. What does that do to the team? You know what I'm saying? To the detriment of the team.
that's
Imagine
why
you're
I
Rice
wouldn't
or
change a
Phillips
winning team.
and you played all
I
the
wouldn't
games
change
into
a
the
winning
final,
team.
won all the games, and then it gets to the final.
Yeah.
Southgate goes, "Yeah, you're being dropped for Jordan Henderson, not Grealish."
Yeah,
You're
no,
being
I
dropped
know.
for Jordan
That's why I
Henderson.
wouldn't change a winning team, but I
I'd probably
understand
swing
why
on him.
people
That's
would say
liberties.
he should play this game.
Yeah, I wouldn't. People just trying to shoehorn him in.
What works because
Yeah.
certain managers change it in the final and it goes left.
Wait, Southgate,
Real
one of them.
You're like,
I
Ollie.
can't see it.
Yeah.
What changes did he make in the final? He doesn't make changes. He's the
Yeah, he
complete
did make
opposite. In
changes.
that.
That was the
He's the
problem
complete
still.
opposite in that. You know, but that's your man that you back all the time, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
That's
reveal
your
that
guy.
shirt next to you.
That's
He
your
did it,
guy.
you know.
That's your guy.
Because
innit?
he's the Adidas.
Pep
That's
is my
your guy. No, I'm talking about Ollie being his guy, not Pep being your guy. And I know Pep's your man's, yeah.
He didn't even
Ollie's his
make
guy.
changes when it wasn't working.
Yeah, is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's his man's though, innit? You know what I'm saying? You always going to bat for him. So you United fan at heart, you always backing Ollie, fam.
I'm not a United fan. I'm an Ole fan.
Lewis, put him out from the stream minute now. He just said that. I'm actually so offended he just said that stuff.
Yo, because you always backing him, innit? So I just had to ask the
You are
question.
part-time United, Ryan.
It's not
See,
too bad
just
to want the best for your rivals, though. It keeps the rivalry going solid.
Lewis, fuck off. Yo,
Come
you
on,
taking
man.
liberties.
Do you know how long I've been waiting for a West London club to be semi-decent? Now, I don't wish anything against QPR, Brentford, Fulham, because West London derbies are shit.
See, you, what's it called better than me? I want all my rivals relegated, but that's just me though. Forget a minute. You can just meet him in the Carabao and FA Cups and that. I'd be happy.
Yeah,
being
but
the king
like,
of West London.
there's a balance. You want them to be around the Premier League, but then you don't want them to actually be threatening you
I
for
don't
anything.
even want to be around League One. You know what I'm saying? Is not good enough for his mob.
Do you know
what
what?
I'm saying?
But that's what we've got at the moment.
Yeah, and I bet you enjoy it. Do you not enjoy it, or do you want the rivalry? You don't enjoy
Yeah,
it.
Neil, you see it.
I missed the championship. I missed the championship
when
when
Jan's mob-
Nottingham Forest would come. It is fun when you go
Nah,
down to the
when Jan's
ground
mob-
and you're just shouting abuse at each other.
Nothing
It
beats
is fun.
derby games.
Derby days.
The
are-
reason why
yeah,
you say that
you look
flawless
forward to
is
the
because
season.
United are just a bit lower than Liverpool and City right now.
Yeah, but I preferred it when City were in Division 2 and that. That was great. You know what I'm saying? And we played them every now and then.
Beat by us with some
Yeah,
players like we
exactly. I
4-1.
love that.
Yeah, players.
Yeah,
But you
it's
know
like,
what?
all right, cool.
It's mad though, like, because it's. I obviously would celebrate if Man United got relegated. It would be great, but at the same time, it's one of them situations where the way we won the league in 2012 was so much sweeter because Man United lost it. Do you know what I mean? If that had been Liverpool or Chelsea, it wouldn't have been the same. Do you know what I mean? That Aguero moment, don't get me wrong, it still would have been, we won the title in the dying seconds, but the fact that Man United thought they'd won it and then we won it was a lot sweeter. I think if that's any other team, it's not got the same impact. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think things like that, for that reason, I don't mind if Man United are competing with us. Because if they lose the league, obviously, if it's the other way around, it's a lot worse as well. So, it's just one of them. I'd like United to get relegated though. I think it'd be fun.
I think it's just been perfect the way it's been in the last few. Well, not last season, but like the couple of seasons before that, when they were finishing sixth and all that, and we were winning trophies. That's the way I liked it. To be fair, where they were still in the league, so I could banter them, and we were still beating them. But like, I'd take United going down for one season, but I'd want them straight back up. That's the thing, because then I'd miss them a little bit. To be fair, in a way, it's weird, but I would miss them. I'd miss
relegate
the games
you
and stuff.
Got that. We'll just meet you in the FA Cup and League Cups and that, innit? I can go without it.
No, but I'd
cool
miss you
with
in the
that.
2 league games, and I'd miss.
You say
miss
that
you-
after like 5 years, you'd miss it. I
No,
guarantee
wouldn't.
that.
I didn't miss. Leeds were gone for 10.
You
I
would,
never
you
missed
would,
it. I'm
Flawless.
pissed
Yeah,
at
but
the
that's because
back.
you had Liverpool and City.
You
I'm
had
talking about if
other
you got
ones.
nothing.
Yeah, if you had no derby,
We got
Well,
I don't
maybe-
care. I really don't care in that. You know what I'm saying? I really
I
can't
do
because
hate
there's a chance of
Derby
being
now.
success.
I mean, look at us.
Yeah,
We
you
have to
very good.
pretend we care about the bastards up in North London because we've got no one at West London to keep us
Yeah.
entertained.
That's just the petty side of me, innit? I want all my rivals gone. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand any of them because then there's a chance they become successful and then they fighting for league titles and trading Champions League.
There's
and all
no
this
chance
crap.
Arsenal become successful. Not even in
Yeah,
the
Arsenal.
league at
No,
the
I'm
moment.
talking more so your mob and Yan City's team as well. That's what I was talking specifically.
That's because we've got
Is
good
any Arsenal
managers.
fan
and good
coming
teams.
on? Do you know? Because then we could save that for later because that's going to be juicy in itself.
Oh
Bab
yeah, we
said
gonna wait
he's
for
running late. I think
man,
he's
we
sorting
gonna
out a video for his channel. He'll be on afterwards. If not, Igal will probably hop on, but he said he was going to message me anyway.
100%. Man, wait for that Amazon documentary and All for Nothing. You know what I'm saying? It should be good. Let's go. I'm
Such
waiting.
a good
I can't
name.
wait. Serious, all for nothing. Not all
Honestly,
or nothing.
God
all
has
for nothing.
answered
All
our
for
dreams with
nothing.
this man. It is glorious. And you know what the best part is? Who's going to the Emirates first for their first home game of the season? The champions of Europe. I cannot wait. But same way, if we lose 4 times in a row to them, I'm not watching the documentary. Just off the first game alone, I'm not watching the fucking thing.
I
I don't
wait,
care
man.
if they get relegated. If we lose to them, what's the
I
point?
can't wait for this.
Come on, banter
I
them.
can't wait for. Oh,
That's
Ryan, we
tough.
defo doing like recaps. We doing recaps. Lewis,
know
you're
what,
more than
man?
welcome.
Oh, yeah,
Leo,
yeah.
you're more than welcome.
On it.
We do
We are.
recaps.
We're
Yeah,
on it.
we're doing recaps.
you know
No, we
how
are
much
still, we
we were
are.
the first
Episode by
team to
episode.
have one.
Episode by episode. 100%. Sorry, Jan.
No,
Sorry,
the
I
other
just
part,
spotted
what-
that.
the thing is, I was
That's
saying, like,
definitely happening.
with ours, when we got ours, I thought All or Nothing was like they win it all or they win nothing. Like, I thought it was about a reference to trophies, if I'm being honest. Like, so when it came out, I'm like, okay, I think Man City won like 3 trophies or something that year, something like that. So it was like, obviously they were showing the process of the season. But then when Spurs came out All or Nothing, I thought, okay, clearly it's not. Clearly it's just about, I don't really get what it's referring to. What is All or Nothing when it comes to Spurs? Because they were never going to win a title. So I don't know.
You,
Arsenal now.
your first
Can we
season was
talk about
17-18 that they had
in
it.
the Super League.
No, it was. We won. I can't remember which season it was. I don't. It
I'm
wasn't.
sure it was
Was it
17,
Centurion
18.
season?
Yeah, the Centurions year.
Was it the Centurions year?
Yeah, because I remember
Wow.
the footage
Yeah,
they had
because-
like when
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was.
lost to
Yeah,
United at the Etihad
Yeah.
and
yeah.
like the Spurs game at
But you know
Wembley.
what? You know what? We got robbed of some quality entertainment because basically we used to film that season. We filmed in every home and away game in the changing room and all that. But when we went to Man United, they blocked us from filming, and that was the
rightfully
day
so.
when there was a massive fight between the City players and the United players. And like, I know Edison threw milk in Mourinho's face, and then like punches were
No
blown.
way.
Yeah,
What?
Fernandinho punched some United player. They were up, like everyone. It was a big, massive brawl, and we missed it because Man United stopped us from filming. But that I would pay big money to see that because it's like because basically Mourinho, Man City was celebrating. They had their music playing dead loud, so Mourinho came to the changing room and said, "Show some respect, turn it down." And Edison was like, "Fuck that," and he threw milk in Mourinho's.
What was the score of the game?
I
remember this.
can't remember. We won.
2-1. It was 2-1. I remember the game. But what? So
Yeah.
Mourinho walked in, just asked him to turn it down. And he got milk dashed in his head.
She went.
Yeah, like,
Jan
and
City's
then
Russian,
a
innit?
big fight broke out between like both teams, and like there was pure players involved and stuff. But like we didn't get to see it. It's a shame because I would have paid big money to see that.
Yeah,
That
they
was-
wouldn't put that on the dock though.
But-
They wouldn't put that
But
on the dock.
also,
Nah,
But
that
also,
would have
Jan,
been
if it
perfect.
was-
They would have put that in the trailer and everything. No doubt.
I don't think they would have
If
put
the
that
roles
in
were reversed,
That
Man
would
City would not be
guarantee
doing the same
viewers.
thing. It would be doing exactly the same thing to Man United.
Yeah, I just don't
What?
like. I'd love them to do it, but I
Yeah.
just don't see them doing that, man. They too PC for that. I don't see them doing
The
that.
only way I agree with you on that is because if they
It's the
put that up
punches.
with Jose getting milk licked at his head, the Tottenham documentary probably stops midway because Jose is just saying, I'm not involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. That's getting vetoed straight away in that, because then it goes down a path. Then you can try and claim assault, all types of things and that in it. Like, that's bad. Then the FA have to get involved. Then they banning players and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I mean, like, what? You're going to claim assault on Edison because you dashed milk in his head and
Yeah,
then...
you never. I'm just saying
What?
it opens up a
Is
kind of worms.
Edison going to get a 20k fine or something?
Yeah,
Like,
you never know. I'm just saying.
City
innit?
will probably pay it themselves just so they
saying
can
it
have the
opens-
footage out.
Yeah, it opens up a kind of
pennies.
worms. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, 'cause then the
Pennies.
FA have to get involved in disciplinaries and all that type of. I'd
You know
love to
what,
see it.
though?
I just know what
Well,
these
I
lot are
would
like.
say-
They
you
ain't
know what I
releasing
would
that.
say? I actually like that sort of thing because I don't like how nowadays it's like players are
Everyone's nice.
nicey after a derby. Like, oh yeah, give me a hug. Like there was a game where I think John Stones was hugging Maguire. Don't fucking hug Maguire. I don't give a shit if you're best friends outside of football. You just, I think it was a draw, 0-0. We both like it was a shit game. There was no passion involved. It was the worst derby I'd ever seen in my life. And then you're hugging
It was
each other
awful.
again, like you'd agreed for the draw before the game kicked off. It's like, no, I'm not here for that. I'm here for Edison throwing milk in Mourinho's face and Fernandinho trying to punch Man United players. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here for that nice, oh yeah, Man United friends. No, they're not friends.
That's
They're
like
fucking
prime
friends.
Ben Chilwell right there.
As much as we do. And like the thing is, that's why I loved Aguero so much, because Aguero was friends with the Argentinian players at Man United. We know that. He was friends with them. But when they asked him questions about Man United, he used to say things like, oh, if I see a Man United player, I'll cross the road. And like, you know, he used to say things like that. And they asked him once, like, if you could take one player from Man United, who would you take? And he said, I'd play with 10 men. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's what I like to see from footballers. I know that he's friends with the United players, but I don't want to hear that he's friends with the United players. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, I like that. That fight for me was like, yes, finally, you know, there's some passion between the two, because that's what I want to see, personally.
Well, you felt like the Manchester derby was getting too nice.
It's not even Manchester derby. It's football in
Just
general.
like
fam.
football, yeah, like hugging.
Everybody's
and-
nice now. The reason why
Yeah.
United Arsenal was so big is because not only was it we fighting for stuff on the pitch and it's physical, there's bad things off the pitch.
Yeah.
Like Fabregas throwing the pizza at friggin' at Fergie and stuff like that. That man fighting in the tunnel, like that's been going on for like I like that. That's why I love the Arsenal. The reason why I go so ham on Arsenal now, not only because they're just great for banter, also is because I disliked them for so long. That rivalry's been going on since the 80s. And it's carried all the way through. But like Jan said, everybody's nice now. I don't want to see players hugging and all that. Even if you are friends, wait till that's off the pitch. Go fight in the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Show some. I'm not on this passion merchant stuff, but I just like chaos in it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see chaos.
I mean,
I love
in a derby, you kind of want.
But when we lost to Arsenal in like Boxing Day, and I saw him hugging Saka and just chatting to him after the game, after he packed us in the 50th minute, I was like, "You lot serious?
Yes.
This game not mean shit to you, man, or what?
Yeah,
like you know, just
that's
have
what it
to
is.
play at the Emirates and all of that. Fuck that."
Max, man, you want to see two-footed tackles and all that. You want to see man elbowing, man. You want to see like that's what you want to see. Like, do you man care as much as we do? Or they don't look that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the derbies used to be heated, like proper heated. You know, you like proper, and like one of my first Manchester derbies, I saw some Man United fans celebrate a goal, and all these City fans just dived on them, as like kicking them to the floor. I thought, this is great. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see. No, I don't care.
Psychopath.
I support Man United. We out friends.
Just saw two men getting brutalized by about 16 top Man City fans. Like,
star!
this is great. Go for it.
That's an idiot. Why as a United fan would you
Yeah.
stand in it? Why would you go in the City end in it? That's
And
just
then celebrate
just
goal,
stupidity.
like, come on.
I wouldn't do that. I would never go in the City end on it because I know I'd celebrate and then it's a wrap. Yeah, I'm getting packed. I'm getting packed beforehand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never mind if I celebrate a goal.
Have you
It's a
guys
wrap.
ever sat in an away end? Sorry, in like basically with the Lions in that kind of environment? Because I never have. I've always sat with the home fans or the away fans if I'm going to an away ground.
I've been in the City home end, but that's when they played Real Madrid. But I was in the City home end. But it's kind of it's different than that, innit? But obviously, when I think it was 1-1, it finished, then that man didn't celebrate either goal. You know
I'd just be too shit scared, just in case of whatever happens. I've just seen some stories on that.
Where I was, I think it was Chelsea versus Sparta Prague in the Europa League in like 2013, and there was like two Prague fans next to us. They started celebrating when they scored. Half time, nothing happened to them in the game, to be fair. Like, Chelsea fans gave them a few pushes, but no one actually banged them in the face or nothing. Didn't see them for the second half, though. Don't know what happened at half time, but disappeared.
They get escorted out.
Since. Yeah, they get sent out.
Probably, if you're celebrating,
they didn't have colours or anything.
You can get them kicked out. You can get people kicked out.
Can you? I didn't know that.
I remember a steward would have asked them to leave. Probably.
I remember one thing about...
Maybe. I thought something happened in the toilets or some shit. It's like someone followed them back in. I ain't got a clue. It's just no one came up to them when I was little. Nothing.
So I remember like once when I was little, must have been about 8 or something. It was a Liverpool Hull game at Anfield, and we went 2-0 down. I remember, and there were these 2 Hull City fans right in the row below us, and no one gave them abuse. I think because I was in the family stand, you weren't gonna like cause fights with kids there and stuff like that, innit? Like. But like I said, like I didn't see him for the second half. I'll say that.
Yeah,
something must have happened at half time.
Yeah, I didn't know they get kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Sometimes you gotta get them kicked out because it's like Man City. They're just the way they do things are stupid. So they have their away end, right? So the away end is 3 tiers, which it shouldn't be. They should be in a higher tier. Why are you having them at one end of the stadium? It makes no sense. So they've got that already. And then for European games, they put some fans like in the middle of the City fans on the second tier. And it's just like every time, obviously, the opposition score, all you can hear is some wild celebrations above your head. Obviously, City fans are getting annoyed, but the City fans like above and below. And it's just like, I just don't think they should do it like that. I think they should do it so they're in a certain section. But like Man United, Liverpool, all these clubs, they don't do it the way City do it. We give them 3 whole tiers at the end of the stadium. It's just ridiculous. And our singing end is the same.
You guys got a great away end, to be fair. I'll give you that.
It's just dirt. Like they should change it. They should put them near the family stand. Put them on the quiet end of the pitch and have end-to-end noise rather than putting them next to our fans that want to sing. Just make
you don't want them near the family stand though. Just in case someone kicks off and they jump over.
Exactly.
That's why they got like little 8-year-olds getting completely mullered.
And Yan City, you love chaos. That's why they're sticking them there. You like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you love chaos. Yeah, absolute animal over there. You know what I'm saying? Psycho over there.
That's what you want to see.
He's a hooligan, you know.
She's mosh pit.
You just throw the first punch. Hey, make sure you watch yourself when you go to the empty ad riot, innit? Because she's gonna target you, fam.
Yeah,
you
but aren't your hardcore fans around the away end because the away end?
It's not football.
If you don't move, it's still just as loud.
But the thing is, I'm not a hooligan. Yeah.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
I am sure.
You're definitely a
I've had
hooligan.
death threats at football. I've had glass bottles thrown at me. Like, that's part of football. Like,
no, it's not. It's not part of football.
It's not part of football.
You wouldn't be saying that if you got hit by one of them.
Standard football behavior. No.
What
it was, Jan, that might have been what we were saying about the hooliganism that fed down because of there was less money and because of the hooliganism and the gangs and stuff in the 90s and stuff that and before that was prevalent. So that had an impact on the pitch. Now they're separated from the fans. They don't have any. So that's why there's kind of more of a cool atmosphere, more of a family atmosphere as well. And that trickles into the players. And they realize if I start beefing Chilwell or if I start beefing another player, that could lose me a contract.
Yeah.
And we saw that with the Prime England when they didn't even qualify for a Euros. Why? Because they came out afterwards. Rio Ferdinand and Lampard and Gerrard said, I couldn't stand playing with them. So you can't just drop that rivalry like they can do, and they can't get them to a semi, and that allows you to get to semi-final and final. So it's kind of both ends. You know what I mean? So that era, in my opinion, came about because again, it was wild. My parents didn't allow me to go to games because they were like, it's too dangerous now. Now this whatever.
Yeah, it's because City was in the ends. That's why your dad didn't let you go in that. City were in the ends. For those that don't know, like the main road, like,
Yeah.
that was smack bang in the middle of Moss in the 90s. Like, you know how dangerous that was, and that, like, trust me, I know.
You're gonna need to educate
me.
me. How bad was it?
Yo, like, there's a reason. Go on.
No, I'd say like Moss Side. The only thing that I can compare Moss Side to really is like Brixton. It's like a Brixton. That's where they put all the Jamaican people. That's why you get a lot of a lot of Jamaican people are like, they support the older ones that were born here. They tend to support City, just because that's where it was like the Brixton. You know what I mean?
You know, like when Manchester was like
in the whiter
like,
areas.
Yeah, like Manchester was nicknamed Gunchester. Like, that was the main part of it. Like, there was two rival gangs who were separated by like one main road. You get me? Like, over the road from each other, type of thing. Saying out GTA and main road was smack bang in the middle of that as well. So it's like, no wonder your pops didn't. I want to gun main road. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even like going Moss too.
I wanted to go when I was a kid.
Yeah, because you were a hooligan. That's why. Proper Stuart Pearce psycho and that. Yeah, look. Talking about
real psychopath, honestly.
I was like, I'm going back to football. When I saw that person get stamped out, I thought, you know what? Yeah, this is the place for me.
Oh my god, crazy.
Can't be arsed, man.
Jesus
Christ. Hey, Ryan, all I'm going to say is, Ryan, when you go to the Etihad this season, yeah, be careful, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a massive
chance. Do that to me even if it wasn't football.
Yeah, I'd be right there. I'd be right there.
Maybe an Oasis gig, you just get an elbow in the face.
Nah, I'm not like that. I don't fight a football, and I would never fight a football. But I've seen some crazy shit at football. I've seen like that Liverpool, like I've said before.
Entertaining her.
That City final.
Smile on the face.
Look how happy she looks while she's talking about this.
No, honestly, that was actually scary. That game, it was so violent. Like, that was a violent game. And then I went to a final on my own, and I came out the stadium.
Well, you went solo, you know, went solo.
And some woman got punched in the face by this man. Like, I was just like, this is just madness. It's madness.
You sure it wasn't you who punched the woman in the face? Sure it wasn't you.
It was a man.
Just as my bad. I was going for these fucking spammers. Accidentally blocked you. 1 second.
Oh shit!
I'll come back to you, my G. 1 sec.
Do you know what's bad?
These spammers are pissing me off.
Yo, they're everywhere, man.
When my mom, I'm not violent, by the way, guys. I'm just saying I've seen a lot of violence.
Look at the smile on her face. She's lying.
I've never had a fight in my life. I never actually had a fight in my life, full stop.
So don't take
Ryan.
Yeah, you keep it that way. Trust me.
Yeah. Ryan, didn't the other week she offered because you were dissing Kevin De Bruyne. She offered you to her hand.
Threatened to knock me the other week.
She said she was going to beat you up.
Oh, Daniel, say for that, bro.
Me in the head the other week.
She said she was going to beat you up in that. You need to out with this, Louis.
It's pretty calm at football, you know. It's pretty calm. I've seen a few things in it, but it's mainly when it's like Wembley. But the reason why is because
Jesters, that was on me. I went to go for one of them for the spammers. I accidentally blocked you. My bad, bro.
Yeah, so it's just one of them things because it's like when you go to Wembley, it's down to the FA because why would you put a final at 4 p.m. with two clubs from up north? Obviously, they're going to start drinking early in the morning when they go to London. So people start drinking at 7 in the morning. And then by 4 p.m., everyone is wasted. So by the time you get into the stadium, everyone's gone. Like you see people at Wembley finals coming in like 20 minutes after the game started. They've missed 2 goals and they're like stumbling in because they've gone, like, because they've started drinking so early. And it's just like, it just causes loads of violence because people get angry, then they bash into someone, then someone's like, what are you doing? And it just causes so many fights. And it's because of the FA arranging it for them stupid times. Like, if you're going to have 2 teams from up north,
we can't blame this on the FA. This is individuals choose to drink
I'm not
in the morning.
saying that, but I'm just saying,
like Yancy.
if you drink for so long, that's where you get
Jan's elbow.
Nah, I've never had a fight. I don't fight.
Yeah, and 4 sellers in and that going into stumbling into Wembley and that. And it's not far from where you.
2%.
You ain't having the fight. You're instigating the fight.
You instigated it. Fight.
Yeah.
Fight.
You call me a prick, and then point a random dude.
I'm from City. Like, I don't get involved in any of this stuff. I'm just saying what I see. What I've seen.
You're not saying what you see, you're saying what you love. And that is carnage.
No, like
Look at her big. She ain't stopped smiling since she started talking about this. You know?
She's gonna glass one for
You're an
jokes.
absolute psychopath.
She loves it.
No,
She hasn't stopped smiling since she started talking about it. Go on, we listening. Don't glass me. Go on.
I'm saying, I'm saying what I think. I don't love this. What I said is I love the fact that when a Man United fan celebrated in the city and City fans didn't have it. That's what I was saying I like. Because I don't think a Man United fan should be able to come into the city and celebrate and we just allow it. I don't agree with that. So that's what I was saying. In terms of everything else, I'm just saying what I've seen. I've seen some madness at football. I don't like fights because it can turn into a brawl. People can get injured, stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that. I'm just saying what I've
man
seen.
can get jumped by like 16 other guys. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, my dad always says never fight at football. Like I've seen my dad get racially abused, and I thought that's not like my dad. My dad wouldn't normally have that. And he said, I don't fight at football because what happens is if you start a fight, other people get involved. So it could be like 6-on-1 and stuff like that. So it's not worth it, you know. But yeah, it is dangerous. It can be dangerous. But that's what happens when there's a lot of alcohol. That's why on nights out, the chances of you getting into a fight go up dramatically. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just one of them things. But I'm not saying I like violence, guys.
Look at the big
That's not what your smile says. Your words are saying something, but your body and your face is not saying that.
I've never seen you so happy. Look at us.
Like, I'm not going to shoot you. And you've got a gun pointing off fucking
showing
temple.
off 38 teeth. Look at you showing off 48 teeth. You love it. Look at it.
It's
32, isn't it?
I don't know. It
See,
fluctuates.
my mum's different. Like my mum used to get invited to she used to have friends that were like clearly hooligans, right? They used to invite her to Anfield to fight. She never used to go, obviously. But they were mad. Like they were actually mad. And they ended up in jail in the end. So you know how that went. But yeah, you do get hooligans. Just go. They used to go to Anfield to fight. They didn't go to watch football. They just went simply to fight. So there are people like that. Because when we had that first game at Wembley in 2011, that Manchester derby, there was like police, and there was honestly about 100 Man United fans wearing all black, and they were escorted by police all the way around them. And the police were like, oh yeah, they're the hooligans. So they have to be escorted in and escorted out. They're not allowed to kind of just sit there and watch the game with everyone else. So they know who these hooligans are. They know who these people are. Yeah. But I think after the game, they must have let these people out because they were throwing glass bottles at City fans and just taking, because Man United have a chant, which is if you see a City fan, basically floor him. That's what it says. And this is what they were singing that and then flooring City fans and starting fights and stuff like that. So I think they got let out. But
Flawless, you know this chant?
No, dude, never heard that chant.
There's a chant. I can't remember how it goes.
Never. Because if I would have heard it, I'd have been singing out on a regular basis. I've never heard this chant.
Nah. But that's what it means.
Yeah. Basically, get them.
Kicking a blue, I think it is.
That's it. I thought it was that one. Because you lot chant that at us as well when you face us.
So something like that.
Heard this.
I can't remember it. But
yeah, so this is the real top 6 now,
Wow.
You see, Slav's not here and he's on smoke. Love it, man.
Seriously.
Pick up yourself, Pico. What are you saying,
last
bro?
season it was West Ham.
No. But if we're gonna go based off trophies since Premier League era.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Like, we top of that list then.
Since the Premier League era, all right, cool. Yeah, well, we're still involved.
Where you writing like 5th?
We're in the top 6.
Where are you writing 5th or something? I'm asking, innit? You know what I mean? You said since the Premier League era. I'm just asking what Igal said. So I'm asking you. You're the Liverpool representative, innit?
We have won 2 Champions Leagues in those times, remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you might have still 5th, so like 3rd. I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, Ryan, you're too nice. You should just be like, we got more Champions Leagues than you. That's all you should have said.
I'm surprised he hasn't got. That's his favorite line.
All the time.
That's what Chelsea fans do.
Yeah, it's all about community shields being more prestigious.
I say that to him all the time.
If we win,
that's his favorite line.
If we win against Man City, I'm definitely on that as well.
I respect it.
I got fuck all to go by, so I'm clutching at all the straws I can.
Listen, you could bring it to Man United yourself as a Leicester fan. You could be like, we had a better 5 years than you guys.
Pretty much, you've had a better 5 years than United.
All right. Don't get too far.
Everyone
they've won an FA Cup. You've won nothing.
Everyone here, every single club here has a better 5 years than Manchester United. Don't talk to us, bro.
Okay, yeah, but it's not hard to be fair.
Yeah, it's not hard. All right, cool. What about the 6? So let's extend it to 6 years. Then we've had it better than most of you lot.
Bro,
I like how you
this
conceded.
is
We
what
picked 5,
happens.
Not
and
us.
we
What
picked
happens
6.
Not
when
us.
you
We
try
picked
to
six.
Not us.
this
the
is what
Tim
happens
Pot
when
Rebel.
pessimistic.
I don't even know, fam. I don't even remember that far
tries to
back.
defend their club. You can't do
I
it.
don't remember that far back in it. That's why. Innit? Oh, no.
It's a Tim Pot treble from like 16, 17, and we're counting a double because I'm not counting the Community Shield. We ain't
What did we-
gooners.
Yeah,
I don't even know. What did we win in?
It was a
What did we win in?
You won the
16? Oh,
Europa League, the League Cup,
the League
and the
Cup.
Community
Okay.
Shield.
I don't count. Am I an Arsenal fan? Am I a gal? I don't count Community Shields. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? We won 2 trophies that year. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, good. There's some
It's been
dignity.
4 years
Happy
since
with
you
that.
last
Did you
won
see
a
the run they had
trophy.
in that Europa League that year as well? They were playing like Celta Vigo in the semi-final and
I have
shit.
no idea.
What
On my
happened to
life,
Europa
that's the
League
only
this
team
season?
I remember them
forgot.
playing.
What
Hey,
happened
you know
this
what?
season?
I don't even remember who we played in that run. I have no idea. We won the trophy. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah, it was so
Italy are
long
doing
ago,
it-
wasn't it?
Yeah, Italy are doing the same now. You know what I'm saying in the Euros, but now they one of the best teams ever. But
You
we
know,
moved.
the funny thing is you can't get flawless because he's shameless, but at the same time he calls his own team shit at times. So it's like, you
I
can't-
know what we are.
That's
You know
you
what
have
I'm
to play
saying?
the game.
Well,
Nah,
will
you
you be
can't
calling
get him.
your
You can't get him
shit
still.
if you
Trust
guys
me,
get all
you
the
can't.
signings that you
Miguel,
want?
don't say stuff like that.
It's get me. I
Don't
fully know
defend
where
this
we
guy.
are.
Hey,
know where we are in that.
I'm backing up a little bit because I'm nice to him. He's my guy.
Oh, thank you, Miguel.
Oh my god, remember
Nah,
the
don't
day?
back flawless in it.
Look at
Big
this
up just as a donation saying, Lewis, I just got back from Johnny Island. I think I got Cospeed. Man said Mount has been England's best player at the Euros.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
No.
Johnny didn't say that.
Ah,
It's been
He didn't
No.
say that.
see,
No,
I'm
Johnny
all
didn't
here
say
for
that.
shamelessness,
No,
and I'm all here for the prop, but
He didn't
I
say
don't
that.
even think I can run with that one.
I
Still,
like
that's
Johnny,
a bit
but he
too much
didn't
for
say
me.
that. I refuse to believe he said that.
No
He
way.
No,
didn't say
It was
that.
on about
I
it in
fully
comments.
believe. I fully believe. Hand on heart. I haven't even
Yeah.
watched Monster's
Yeah,
stream,
he
but I
won't.
know I believe him.
Yeah,
No
it's been
chance.
Sterling-
I
it's
believe
been
him.
What's with
Sterling,
the
by the way, people.
Chelsea? What's with the
Sterling.
Chelsea Ballon d'Or stuff? Like
Nothing
every
changed.
single Chelsea player has to win the Ballon d'Or. Are you guys crazy?
Sterling.
Yeah,
Kane didn't turn up.
every Chelsea player is in with a shout. Depends on whichever
shame-
one wins the Euros.
they're
If it was
shameless,
Spain,
innit?
it's
Come on,
Azul
Miguel.
Equator. If it's Italy, it's Jorginho.
If it's
What?
Denmark,
If it's
Schmeichel!
Denmark, you already know the answer. It's
What
Christensen.
about
although
Pulisic, who won? Who
Casual
won the?
Schmeichel
He won
was
something
been-
for America, did he not?
The
Win
Gold
something for
Cup.
America. Yeah, the Gold Cup. Did he not win something?
No, they've not. It's
no,
not.
it was a
They
friendly.
won.
It was
They
a
won
friendly. The
another
World Cup
Man's
was
been a
friendly.
superstar.
What about Thiago Silva? What about Thiago
Well,
Silva?
Bam, best bench player.
Oh, if they win
I
Copa
think it's Copa
America,
America.
maybe. Although to be honest, like he didn't play for like 3 months, so I don't think so. I don't even think I could push that one.
Yeah, there's Chelsea fans for you, and that's what that.
If Jorginho wins the Euros with Italy, though, there's no reason why he shouldn't be out there for at least top 10 in the Ballon d'Or.
Yo, when I seen Mason,
No reason why he shouldn't.
when I seen Mason not in the top 10 list for Ballon d'Or, I lost my shit.
This is why I don't pay no attention to
Is
Ballon
that
d'Or.
including
It
the
really
Euros as well?
holds no weight to me.
Popularity.
Yeah, but I swear Kevin De
Okay.
Bruyne is third in that list.
He's not. Kante was number 1. I don't think that list is legit.
Yeah,
Kante's
people just make it.
number 1.
Lewis
No
made up
way.
that list and put it out, and people ran with it.
You know, you
No,
know,
because
Jorginho
I
is
have
top
Christensen first. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
you
they're made by journalists.
There's
They're
no
not
way.
good guys.
If you're going off, because the thing is, it depends what it's going off. Because a lot of people are confusing it for the player of the Champions League tournament. That's not what it is. It's Ballon d'Or. It's calendar year. It's who's the best player in that year. And I don't think there's been a player better than Messi this year. And if you are going to say someone's been better,
Lewandowski.
then you've got to look at Lewandowski, because I think he should have won it last year. So I wouldn't mind if they give it Lewandowski, simply because I think he would have won it last year. Clear, he would have won it. There's no other
If
player.
Messi
still
Copa
don't know why
America
they got
on
rid of it.
Saturday.
Huh?
I still don't know why
If
they got
Messi
rid
wins
of it.
Copa
for
America
last year.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Messi's won
could
it.
be
If he
good.
wins Copa America, he's won it. He's won it.
Is
No,
that
but
deserved, though,
basically,
considering the
Messi's going to
season
win
he
it
had?
every year until he retires.
Probably not deserved, but
Okay.
You know
I'm just
what?
they'll
asking
give it him,
myself.
won't they?
Because even
They'll give it
Messi,
him.
a poorer season, he's still better than everyone else. This is the thing with Messi.
True.
Because he's so good, he's better than everyone else regardless. So Lewandowski, I think he got robbed last year by them not having it, because he won 6
Yeah.
trophies. He would have won it.
Scored like 40 goals.
Yeah,
Scored
he
like
scored
45 goals or something.
amount of goals. He's then gone this season and broke a Bundesliga record. So I really think they should give it Lewandowski, just because I don't think Messi needs it.
But that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
how it should
it's
work.
a calendar year.
Give it
It's a
to-
calendar year thing, isn't it? It's by the calendar year. It's
Yeah.
not season. It's the actual year. So from 2021 onwards. So you don't include 20. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's not the 2020
Yeah, no,
part of the
it's
season.
not the whole season.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans have it because Chelsea were very good from January onwards. From when Tuchel came in, when did he come? What month did he come in, Lewis?
January, mid-January.
Yeah. And they were very good. Minus when they got beat by West Brom
February.
5.
We wouldn't have finished top 4 if that was February.
And they got beat by Arsenal. That was pretty much it. And they
Let's
won the
be
Champions
honest,
League
They
and got
have
to
a
an FA
thing
Cup
against
final.
Premier League teams and their players winning the Ballon d'Or. They just don't give it to Premier League teams. They tend to not give it to Premier League teams. They tend to go for Spanish players or Italian players.
Yeah, but we only really say that because of the Messi-Ronaldo duopoly. That's the only reason why we'd think that.
But
If it wasn't the case, I'm sure there would have been players from England that would have won it in that era.
Yeah, but
Just
every year
'cause
they've won it,
Ronaldo's
it's deserved
been
in that.
Henry
You
should
can't
have
really,
won it.
you can't really argue against those two winning it. You know what I mean? The times they've won it, there isn't really that I can think of where you can't say Ronaldo or Messi didn't deserve
But
it.
Yeah, but if you take them out, then I could see Salah being in with a shout in 2018. I could see Eden Hazard being in with a shout in 2015. I'm sure De Bruyne would have been
Van
involved
Dijk.
in it one of the years. Maybe
Even
Aguero, Van
Suarez was
Dijk,
2014.
definitely involved.
Fernandez.
last year.
Mahrez.
Fernandes
Oh
been-
no, please.
Did you
no,
say
no.
Fernandez?
Nah, not Fernandez.
Yeah, Bruno
That's before,
Fernandes.
no.
For when he joined
No.
that year, he was pretty. He was consistent
No.
throughout.
Nah, you're right,
penalty.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. This is the
Nah,
Ballon
you're
d'Or.
right. Nah,
Not how many
nah.
penalties can you win.
Sorry, nah.
They just
Fair
drowned you
enough.
out.
Neil,
Now you know
come
how
on.
Ryan felt. Now how you know Ryan felt on that intro.
Fair
That's
enough.
exactly what
Yeah,
it was.
that, that was really similar to what happened to me. the
It was
other
very
day.
similar.
Well,
Just drowned him out and that.
No
That's why I didn't
chance.
even say Bruno.
Fuck that.
That's
You know
like me
what,
trying to
though?
say Aubameyang for some reason. No, it just doesn't work.
It
Right.
just depends as well, because it's like when people were pushing for Kante, their argument for Kante was that he was the best player in the Champions League for Chelsea. So that's what they were saying. So if he then wins the Euros, it would make sense because he's won the Euros, and you know, if he was key in that. I don't think he had the best tournament in terms of France, but he was solid. And then for Chelsea, he was really good. So that kind of made sense. But it's just like, it depends because it's supposed to be the best player for that calendar year. And I don't think, just because Messi is so good, I don't think there's going to be a player better than Messi.
The
But
Copa America.
last year, obviously, you had, I think Lewandowski would have won it. So I think if they gave it Lewandowski this year, I wouldn't be against that, even though he's only won the league. Did he
What
win
was
a Did they win a
What was
cup?
Messi? Yeah,
It was winning the
was
league.
Messi's
But he
calendar
also
year?
broke the record for I think most goals in a single season.
in the Bundesliga. Yeah,
What
So,
was
like,
Messi's
sorry.
calendar year like this season? What was
He
Messi's
won the
season
he
like?
won the
Yeah.
Copa Del Rey, and
Yeah, he won the
he's
Copa
going
del
to
Rey.
be winning. He's going to be winning the if he beats Barcelona. I mean, not Barcelona, but Brazil. He's going to win the Copa America, and he
Yeah.
also scored
Messi's
like
got
40 goals.
33 goals and 14 assists this year.
Yeah, so it's just
That's
an
a
above
mad number.
average season for most players, but for Messi, an above a normal season is still above everybody else's average.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what's
His-
mad is
his
we look at him. We look at his
scoring
numbers. Yeah,
Still better than
it's
everyone
33.
else.
Yeah,
Because
man's
if
got
any other
33
player-
goals. Yeah,
But
You're
if
right.
any,
He literally
if any
is
other
2
player
goals away
gets
from
better
being the
goal,
Golden Boot winner for Euro.
yeah.
It's
You're spot.
ridiculous.
That's
You're
what
spot
I'm
on,
saying.
Jan. You hear me? Like, man scored 33 goals, and we're here debating if it's a good season or
But
not.
that's what,
Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. If any other
That's
player
mad.
scored 33 goals, it's
These
not
levels are ridiculous.
yeah,
Oh,
Just levels of it.
They almost won the league
Right.
without playing good. They
Yeah.
were horrible all season. They almost won the
I feel
league.
for him, man. I feel for
And
Messi
his
there.
goals-
Man's got
It's really
33
gonna
goals.
be Messi again, isn't it?
Yeah, man's got 33 goals, and man are
I'm
like,
not
yeah,
being
decent
funny, right?
season.
If you look at him in Copa America, how good has he been in that?
He's been
competition?
very good. He has
He's
been
so
very good.
Very,
Yeah.
very
He should have played for
So-
Spain. If he played for Spain,
Oh
he would have
my
had a World
God,
Cup. He would have had 2
Yeah.
Euros.
Oh, it would have been
People would
crazy.
Yeah,
have
but they
all
didn't need him.
these
They didn't need him for that. They didn't need him missing penalties,
They
crying and
didn't need
retiring.
him.
They
He
didn't
would've
need
won
him in
all
it.
that stuff,
They
you
didn't
know?
need him in it. I
But
think
if
they would
you
have
look
lost
at
him.
Barcelona,
Messi's not my goat either,
team
but
are
still,
bad.
like, I
That
respect
team are
him.
not a good team around
Don't
him.
worry, man. Messi isn't my goat either. It took a while for it to get in. Can't
God.
lie.
Yeah, it is. We thought we just let that one go in.
Yo, did you
know what I'm
guys already
saying?
talk
Oh, when
about
he
all
got
the
injured
stuff?
the other day, I was in the bar watching it, already a bit drunk, and I was thinking when Christensen was down, I was just
Were
thinking,
you
listen,
celebrating it?
tried.
Nah, you know what I was celebrating? I get to see
celebrating.
you know who replaced him? You know who replaced him, Lewis? Joachim Anderson in it. That's what I was looking forward to seeing in it. You know what I'm saying? Joachim
Right, and
Anderson.
you know
came
what
on.
else got replaced? Denmark for
Yeah.
England in the final as soon as that substitution happened.
Nah, they
Yo,
both
look what
conceded
happened,
one
they
goal
lost.
each. And Joachim Anderson wasn't at fault for the penalty. He was the other side.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they were without the presence of Christensen. Christensen put his
It was-
hamstring on the
it was
line.
Schmeichel
The
doing
exact
those
same way
amazing
Thiago
saves.
Silva did against Tottenham at White Hart Lane. Stretched for a game-saving interception and blew his hamstring out. If that's not the stuff of legends, I don't know what is.
What about the Champions League final? When he subbed on, you knew you were going to win?
Yeah, we were already winning at that point,
We've
weren't
already
we?
won by that point. We were
Nah,
never.
you
had a
weren't
good
winning
game.
at that. It was 0-0.
Final.
But regardless, he still came in and dropped the classic for 50 minutes, so it's cool.
Yo,
He
I
did
swear.
well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Christensen is a good player. It's just because your agenda is so that way, we have to bring it down a bit. But
It's not that
You know what?
high,
It actually pisses me off because Christensen is actually a
Yes,
good defender.
exactly.
And when I
He's
see him play, he
actually
actually
a good
plays
player,
well.
yeah.
innit?
No, what are you
Just-
talking about? Christensen, remember the stinkers he was dropping at the beginning of the season?
What?
So
What
there's
did any of yours
That's
do?
on the
Go
Lampard,
on,
though.
the floor is yours, Egal.
That's Lampard.
Do you remember the
Even
Liverpool
Wait,
game?
wait. Even Kante.
Oh,
looked bad.
when he
People
had
were
an
out here
amazing
questioning
game and they
Kante.
got a stinky red card.
Yeah, people were out here questioning Kante. People were talking about it. The injuries hit him. Is he good enough? And now
Was
look,
he
you know what
getting
I'm saying?
done the whole match?
Listen, let me just say, over here, Chelsea fans tell me a completely different thing from what they tell you guys over there when it comes to certain players and how they judge them. Christensen, one guy was telling me he wanted him out from a year ago. He's like, this guy Christensen, this is that. But I get your agenda and I get the fact that you like him, but a lot of people don't
A
agree with
lot
you.
of people used to say that as well. People's heads have been turned. It's fine. That's
To
what
be
people
fair,
used to say in the past.
To be fair, what I would say about Chelsea is because I keep seeing a lot of Chelsea fans saying, "Oh, no one rated Jorginho and no one rated this player," and like all I've seen, all of the slander for Jorginho, Kante, all of this, it's come from Chelsea fans. I haven't
Yep.
seen any City fans say Jorginho shit, Kante shit. Like everyone says they're a good team, but like it's mainly Chelsea fans. So
They don't want you to know that. They
Yeah.
want you to think the narrative is everyone thought you was shit.
Yeah.
No, you all slandered
You-
Jorginho for years. You
Yeah.
all booed Jorginho when he was coming onto the pitch as a substitute.
yeah.
But now you want to change the narrative. Bro, it was like dead Europa League games against Malmo and Slavia Prague. And when Jorginho used to get subbed on, they boo him because he came in with Sarri, so they see him as a product of Sarri. And the Chelsea fans
As a
didn't really
symbol
fuck
of
with
Sarri.
Sarri back then.
I do remember that the whole Sarri
You see how
ball thing
Mount
with
gets
Jorginho
shit
winning.
from some of the
Remember
Chelsea fans because he's seen as Lampard's son. Same thing with
Okay.
Sarri and Jorginho, and that's why Jorginho fans and Mount fans are always beefing each other on the timeline.
Okay.
Like, our fan base is just so toxic. We have
It
the
is.
most toxic fan base in the top six by a mile. The biggest rivalry is Chelsea v Chelsea. That's the way I see it.
That's
And you're
why I
going to
never-
see it on Sunday as well,
Can't
because
have
it's
a more
literally
toxic fan
Mount
base.
versus Jorginho.
Jorginho. I never understood the whole. That's why when Lampard was there, I never got the Rice thing because I rate Jorginho highly, I rate Kante highly, even Kovacic. I'm like,
Bro, we
why
still
do you
want
Rice?
this fucking mid DM, you know?
I don't
We're
get
going to put a 60 million bid in for this guy.
Nah,
Lewis.
I don't think you should.
Fucking £1 million.
I don't think so. I don't think you don't even get in your 11. Where does he play?
Nah.
Ahead of who? Who
That's
does, on a
true.
serious note?
You tell
Who
me,
does
man,
he
because we're
play?
spending
Lewis,
60 million
If
on
he
this
wasn't
lad.
English, then we'd be looking at
Yeah.
a different story.
Yeah.
I genuinely think because he's
Do you
English,
have
he
an
gets
English?
that extra
That's
credit.
what I was going to ask. Do you have an English quota problem?
No?
Yeah.
Bro, we've got half the academies in our first team, so I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
yeah. They
it.
got hella English. Yeah,
Half
they
your
got hella
academy's
English
about
players.
60 players still.
We could literally we could have got Sumar for 15 million. We could get Boubacar Kamara for about 35, 40 million. Chouameni for 35, 40 million. But we'll stop this fucking Basmati merchant because he's Mason Mount's best friend.
Hey,
I
hey,
can't
hey,
be
don't,
fucking
hey,
off.
don't disrespect Basmati. That's banging
You got
rice.
Basmati.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
unboiled
I'm
rice. We'll call him
gonna
Unboiled, there we
That's
go.
okay.
Unboiled rice. There we go. Basmati slaps. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you not think he's going to be awkward if he doesn't join Chelsea after what he's been saying?
It will be
Yeah, he has to
awkward
work
for some of
through.
our fans that have been shaking their ass for him for the last 6 months and slandering Jorginho every chance they get. Because now they got to come back to reality. And we ain't letting you back on the J5 train. Actually, no, let me not say that. Chelsea fans.
Yeah,
in
let me
train.
ask you
Let me
this
not
though.
say
Did
that.
you guys speak about the
Yeah, don't
documentary
do
yet?
that, fam.
Or did I miss
Yeah,
that?
my
We
bad.
was
We
waiting for
waited
you,
for
man.
you, bro. We waited
Oh,
for you,
for you,
and then
man. All for
let's
nothing,
do
man. What are you
this.
telling us? Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go with
bro,
that.
chat to us, man. All or nothing, the Arsenal edition. What's your thoughts, man? Are you looking forward to it or are you worried?
Okay. You know when they said some people were asking for this? I think they were talking about me because I did do a whole special on my channel.
You
about
wanted
All or
this.
Nothing. I did do an image. I made an image of All or Nothing and I put it out on my channel and I did a whole video like around the whole premise of a documentary on the season as a joke, and it was like a parody of what was going on, and now it's actually like coming to fruition. I think there's a good thing and there's bad things. Good thing is we get to see what's actually going on behind the scenes, and if you don't know this, they've already done this with the Rams.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, and it was a very inclusive. They did not hold anything back. They showed you everything raw. So if they do that, it would be sick, and I want a second season. But guess what's gonna
I
happen?
want a second
There's
season.
gonna be so many memes. There's gonna be so many banterous moments. There's gonna be so many losses where people just go into a locker room doing crazy stuff. It's gonna actually frustrate me, but at the same time, it's good to see the behind the scenes of what's going on. Now you guys can get at me. It's okay. I get it.
I just want to see what Willian actually does in training. That's the number one thing I want to see.
That's baffling me. Why would you want to know if your team's successful? So say you're a City or a Chelsea or Ryan's team. Sometimes you'd want to know what is going on because you are being successful. To me, as a United fan, this scares the life out of me. I don't want to see it all for nothing. No good can come from it. I don't want to see what's going on behind the scenes because I can see how wrong it's going on the scene. So I don't need behind the scenes to show how bad
But
it
here's
is.
the thing:
And you become a
how
laughing
much
stock
would
as well.
they actually show you?
Too much.
They're gonna
It's
show a
gonna
lot.
be
Too
neutered
much.
down to fuck.
I don't care if it's too much.
They
It's too much.
For
Will
the
you
Rams,
even see the Glaziers? You
For
wouldn't
the
see the
Rams-
Glaziers on there.
Yeah,
the
because
Rams-
they won't show Kroenke because he never goes.
Yeah,
For
I
the
just don't want to
Rams-
see it, fam. I don't want to see
Yeah,
it. on
you
it.
lot won't. You'll probably see Josh Kroenke, and that might be it.
I ain't trying to see these, man. Nah, no
Listen,
chance. And see what we
they're
do in
gonna-
training.
At least you
gonna
saw
have a
Daniel
moment.
Levy on a daily basis there.
Yeah,
Daniel
but
Levy
Daniel
was
Levy
always
tried
there
to act
for-
like he was so hands-on and like he knew everything about fucking football and everything. Well, the whole problem is that Spurs fans thinks he has no football brain in general.
Do you really think I want to see
You
it behind
paint
the
a
scenes? Of,
narrative on there. You make yourself look better. Why do you think
Yeah.
for the Spurs one, instead of focusing on Spurs' failure of a season, they focused on Jose the whole time because it
Guys,
made it look better.
Because Jose is
about
a
it,
great
though.
main character,
Think
but
about
I
it,
don't need a behind the scenes of us chipping balls
Man
into
City
bins. I'm
did
good.
it.
What did
Man
Cortez
City-
say about
Man City
Marno?
did one. They won a league, and a lot of people watched it. But let's be honest, after it was done, it was not watchable again. Tottenham, they didn't win anything, and it was entertaining.
For
Imagine
us,
Arsenal.
no. That's the thing, Gal. It's entertaining for us as non-Spurs fans. For a
Yeah,
Spurs
as
fan, that's
rival
not entertaining.
fans.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's actually happening. I'm looking
Arsenal, so
forward
am I.
to.
I
I'm
can't
looking
wait.
forward to seeing what they do with the 10 million that they're getting from
I
this.
can't wait.
I'm looking to see how they actually take this and they progress it, because there's going to be a lot of things coming off the back of this. This could help us in the short term to galvanize the group, and it could also help to see who the actual leaders are in the dressing room, because we always say Kieran Tierney is a leader. We see Aubameyang's not really a captain. Now we're going to see him actually giving pre-game talks and talking about certain things. See how he actually does those things. But it's going to be a calendar year before you guys can make fun of this. So wait a whole calendar year, then you'll see it.
But you'll give us enough
No, you know,
before
if
the
they-
calendar year is over. One
If they
second,
did the
before the calendar
United
year is-
one,
Go on, fam.
nah, if they did a United one, it would be so funny to see Ollie on the training ground.
Chipping balls
That
into
would be
bins.
hilarious.
I don't need to
Arteta
see
is
that.
actually a good manager when it comes to coaching. He's just not a good man manager. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
and the fact that you said there we have to wait a whole calendar year, Arsenal will give us enough material to fill that gap. We'll be fine in
Yeah.
that. Use like the
Listen,
opening game
Forget though,
against
Arsenal
You know,
don't
there's
have
not
any
enough
European
games. There's not
football
enough
this year.
games.
Out of all the years that you pick, the one that you don't have European football is a bit of a sticky
Big
one,
up,
surely.
Big up Cam.
Big up
Lads
yourself.
up, Cam on that smoke. Hey, Cam,
Big
whatever
up.
you smoking, pass that to me in it when I come down
Yeah,
London.
guys.
Yes.
Respect. Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys this. I genuinely feel like we could surprise a lot of people if we do our business properly. It's just if we don't do our business properly in the window, it's just going to be the same thing over again. And spoiler alert, you already know how the season's going to go. Just watch last season.
And also,
Oh, what,
do you
8
think they'll
by 10?
mention?
Who's the music video going to be about this year, though?
No, they're not going to do a music video again.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
They will. They
No,
will.
they're not going to do a music video again.
They'll do
If they
something.
do music
No, I'm
video,
looking forward to. I'm looking for the first episode where they bring your opening home game of the season, and it's just 90 minutes of Champions of Europe blaring out at the away end. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. But again, we actually have to go and win the game first.
no, but
You know, because we got you first at the bridge. I mean, not at the bridge, at the Emirates.
Oh yeah.
No, you don't even know your fixture list, man. What is this?
No, we play Brentford, then we play Chelsea and Man City, right?
Brentford away, I think, because that's on Sky Sports, isn't it?
Yeah.
Play us on the 28th.
You know what? This reminds me of the season, Emery's first season, where we played Man City first game of the season, then we played Chelsea, and then the rest of the way it was quite easy, and then it got harder again, and we lost to Liverpool. It was so bad because we beat Chelsea. No, did we beat you guys or did we draw?
It was last season you beat us.
No, what was the season? The second game of the season where we faced you guys. Did we win or did we
Oh,
draw?
yeah. 18-19. You lost to City and then lost to us.
Yeah, so we lost 2 games in a row. And then we won a game in between there, and then we got spanked by Liverpool, and it was just disgusting.
We beat you 5-1 in Christmas, I remember.
Yeah, stop it. Just stop it. Every time we go to Anfield, it's
Firmino
just
scored a hat trick. That says it all.
Yo, Firmino did a no look. The man literally did this. Whee! I
Yeah,
was
man
like,
scored a no-look goal. Yeah.
I was
He does
like,
all the well.
I big up Jesters as well, saying Decline's girlfriend calls him Minute Rice. Decline is an amazing slander name. I'm going to have to run with that. Also found out my grandson's name today will be named Sterling. 3 guesses who he's named after. If England win the Euros, you're going to see so many kids running around in 20 years called Raheem. And it's going to be glorious.
what about Kane? There's going to be a lot of people Kane or Harry.
Yeah, there'll be a few guys called
about
Harry, I
Harry?
guess.
There's a
There'll be
thousand
hella
people
ones
called
from
Harry.
Maguire and Kane.
I think all of them was
class on Sunday to win it.
Yeah, I think all of it you can see for all the players, whoever, especially if someone scores the goal or whoever scores the goal, you are going to see that.
Imagine
Raheem's, Harry's, Phil's,
Harry
you know what I'm saying?
Imagine
Declan's,
an English
you know what I'm
kid
saying?
called
Calvin's.
Bukayo.
Yeah, man, that could
Just not
happen.
black.
That could happen.
Well, if Saka scores
happen.
the winning goal, though,
Yeah,
whoever
no one
does, they're going to have a
calls
statue
How
made of
often
him.
people,
Yeah.
how often English people call the kid that?
Yeah,
I can't imagine it. I can't
You don't see
imagine
all that. Don't see all that.
They couldn't. There's
Oh,
no way.
I'm just
No,
imagining.
I
Got
can't see it.
proper Cockney accent. It's like, what's your name, mate? My name's Bukayo, mate. What's yours? What's yours, Raheem?
Bang!
There's no way. Even Raheem is a bit questionable. So,
Yeah.
there's no way. Unless it's Harry Kane or like, Kyle Walker. Them sort of
Yeah.
names you can call their kid, but yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
a Reece. Oh, no,
Yeah,
Reece ain't even had a minute this tournament. Can't be
Yeah,
arsed.
Reece James ain't getting in the squad. He's not playing the final.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna.
If he
tell
gets
you
a-
right now.
Gone.
I'm
No,
confirming.
I was going to say if he stat pads another European trophy, I'm all here for it. But go on, you go.
I'm confirming it right now. I feel like whatever happens this weekend is Sunday. If you go outside, it's gonna be absolute mayhem. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Manchester's
Not if we
You
lose,
know
because
what?
no one's
When
coming
they
out.
lose, it's going to be chaos. Because if they win, it's going to be chaos. And if they lose, people are just going to be drunk and there's going to be chaos. People are probably going to my colleague was saying people are probably going to end up losing their life because they're doing wild things like jumping on buses and that was just to get to the final.
Yeah,
so.
but who's going to have the energy for that if they lose? I feel like there might be a riot or two, but
I just want to go
if they
home.
win-
one.
If they win, it'll be really dangerous. It's going to be bad.
Yeah. Anyways, yo, Lewis, I'm in a hotel quarantine right now. I gotta go, but have yourselves a
Oh
wonderful.
shit, you on 10-day quarantine?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto right now, so literally in a hotel.
Are you in the 6th, fam? All right, okay.
Yeah,
Emily.
from 6.
Enjoy your vacation, my G. Great to see you on anyways. Big up yourself, and as always, up the Chelsea.
Yeah.
Come on,
And
G.
yo, you guys gonna have the whole season to laugh at Arsenal, so leave us alone for now.
Yeah, no
I,
chance.
as long as
How
we
that
beat
happens.
you, then I can
Have you
actually
seen the name
enjoy
of the
it.
channel? The name of the title?
No chance, mate. I'm getting my slandering early. You lot play Brentford opening day of the season, innit? Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
We're
I
gonna
can't
win
wait.
that game.
Okay, you better hope you
It's
do.
the
fam.
rest of it after. That's the problem.
You better hope you doing that. No saying you're gonna finish top 4, right?
Nah, they
you
will
gotta-
win that game,
none of
but
them
then they'll
two.
get spanked in the next 2.
Who they got in the next 2?
Champions of Europe, mate.
Chelsea,
City
man.
England.
or
What?
something.
England or earlier playing Arsenal? Mad thing. But yeah, go on.
Can't be bothered.
Let him have
man.
his moment. innit?
Oh
Can't be
man,
bothered.
that was a good one. Alright, yo, peace out, guys.
It really wasn't, but it's cool. You gotta big up yourself anyway, man.
I'm here to entertain me. You know what I'm saying? And that. Okay. I'm tired of you, champions. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Man's been hearing it ringing in and out of my ears for how long? When did you win the Champions League? 6 weeks ago, was it? 7 weeks?
Yeah, it's nearly 6 weeks to the day, to be fair.
Yeah, man. I was hearing this over a month.
Time's
tired.
moving
Oh,
so
it's-
slow. What the fuck?
But it's only 1 month. There's another 11 left, so we're fine. Champions of
You're
Europe. We know what we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing as we are on Man United, we'll switch to Manchester United and we'll talk about Paul Pogba, who looks on his way to PSG. But Manchester United, credit to them because you guys look like you got your perfect replacement wrapped up. Camavinga looks to be in progress. Fabrizio Romano's report saying that United are progressing in direct contacts to sign Camavinga. Rennes would be open to negotiate on potential 30 million fee as they'd lose Camavinga for free next. He's been one of your long-term targets as well. The biggest question was, is this guy going to be brought in to directly replace him, or is Pogba going to be leaving now, or is he going to be leaving next season? Because like the reports ain't really been too clear on that. So what's really happening with Paul Pogba over the last week?
Yeah, it's one of them. It's like it seems like it's a question of when rather than if he does leave. It would be very silly of Manchester United to let someone like Paul Pogba leave on a free in 12 months' time. But why we've let him run down his contract and get to this point, I don't know. But again, this is typical Manchester United, and nothing surprises us. It should be Camavinga in addition to Paul Pogba. Will he leave? Will he not? I don't know. You asking me these questions, I legit don't know when it comes to Manchester United. I have no idea.
Because here's the thing. Camavinga ain't a natural DM though, is he? He's more of a box to box.
But we have 4 goalkeepers at the minute. What does it matter in that? You acting like we move like a proper.
You guys have box to box players anyway, don't you? You've got Paul Pogba, you've got McTominay. Does Fred sit, or is Fred more of a driver with the ball as well?
There you go. We have Fred and McTominay who are not good enough for what we're trying to aim to. So that's why I'm saying
Camavinga's going to come and he's going to be the same profile.
He'll be a similar profile, yes, but one thing I do know is he can play alongside. It gives Ollie a selection headache, and he can play alongside McTominay, or he can play alongside of Fred. That's
but
how
then both of them are still going to be more box-to-box players anyway. You need a sitter and you need someone who can drive. We do need a sitter.
But this is typical Manchester United. Why not go get what we need?
Well, here you go. You guys are on the lookout. Of course, there are certain options you could go for. Local as well.
I didn't know who that was still. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's Declan Rice. We've had his name drilled into our ears for the last year and a half.
I thought he's going to Chelsea. Him and Mount of Boys. He's from the Cobham Academy. You get
so
what I'm saying?
Did I, but the one lad still ain't here. So here's what it is.
But yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. It's Camavinga, and I think because of his talent and the price he's at, it makes sense to get him in now. Is Pogba leaving? It is looking likely. Like I said, he will leave now. Hall will leave in the summer. PSG is a great project. You can see what Poch is building there, having them sign Donnarumma. They've got Ramos, they got Hakimi, Ryan's boy Ronaldo's gone in as well. You can see they're going to play the back three. If they sign a left wing back and maybe a centre forward, like they're balling out. Like somebody put there with Pogba in it, what their 11 could be, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? With Neymar and Mbappe up top in the 2 as well, so they might not even need a striker. They literally just need a left wing back. Literally, that's all it is. So yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, we'll see what happens. Would I like Pogba to leave from a Manchester United fan? Absolutely not. You don't want to see somebody of that talent and that caliber leave your club. As a football fan,
can't he just come
understand why he needs to leave. Why would you do that?
You can't buy shit, mate.
I want to see him stay on a free and then come to Chelsea. You would complete our midfield. We'd win fucking everything with a Jorginho, Kante, and Pogba midfield free.
That's what it is. But obviously, it's in France, Paris. He's from there. It makes sense for him to go back and the project he's building and get the respect he deserves and be competing at the level he deserves, because he should be in the last stages.
He'll finally get the respect he deserves. Yeah,
he should be fighting for league titles. He should be fighting for league titles. Yes, it's the French league, but that's where he should be. He was doing it before he joined us, but he's come to us and we've just dragged him down to our level, literally. And even the trophies we have won, he's played a major part in that.
With that in mind, though, if Paul Pogba was to leave England and go to PSG, what legacy does he leave in England?
One of is unfulfilled. Well, that's not solely on him.
One of manager tasks.
That's not solely on him. So you'll have certain people who are on the agendas or see he's not good enough, but he'll go to PSG and be a success because he's been a success everywhere else he's been by us, whether it's at Juve, whether it's at international level, and he comes to us and he's not successful, and he's the problem. He's one of our only players in our squad who have won major things, who have competed at the highest level. This guy's played in Champions League finals. The majority of our players haven't got to one. You know what I'm saying?
And World Cup.
Yeah, and he's, like I said, international and a World Cup as well. World Cup winner as well. And he played in, did he play in the Euro finals that they lost as well? Was he in the
Yeah.
squad?
I
He
think
did.
so.
Yeah, he must
So
have
this is
been.
what I'm saying. So this guy's been dining at the highest level type of thing. So that's how I'm looking at it. I don't want to see him go. But if he what would he leave? One of this, like, what could have been. He's one of them. What could have been. And what should have been, because it should have happened,
He's a
but we
symbol of
didn't move.
what
Like a proper
tax
club.
can do to you.
He's a symbol of what is everything that is wrong with Manchester United. That's what Paul Pogba is. If we let him leave in his prime years, because he's 26, 27 now, so he's going into his prime
Right,
years.
he's still
So
only that age.
So if we let, he might be side, but I know he's no more than 28. I'm gonna actually double check that. But
I feel like
Yeah,
he's
he
more towards
Not
28.
older than him.
yeah, we let a player of that caliber leave at his peak when he's going into his peak years. Like, you know how bad that looks for your football club to let somebody go like that. It's like when Arsenal lost Van Persie when they sold him to us, or when Arsenal were losing players to Manchester City. That's like, it shows the decline. You shouldn't be losing, and for free. It's not even like we're getting 120 million and you go, you know what, it didn't work out. So, and we're already at a disadvantage because we can't sell him for that much anyway, because everyone can talk to him in 6 months. So we need to get that pattern quickly. We need to
How
get
much
that pattern
money do you guys think you
ASAP.
could even get for him at this point?
Maybe 80 mil.
40 mil. I don't know if you
80.
could get 80 now. I don't think you get 80.
Not with your
40,
money.
50, I reckon, max.
Nah,
40, 50 max.
For Paul Pogba, we wouldn't sell him for that. We'd rather cut off our
Yeah,
our
but it's a
nose
year
to
left,
spite our
bro.
face. I get what you're saying,
Year
but we
left.
wouldn't
He's
sell him for that.
28.
I could
He's
see
28.
Pogba
We're not
go
selling
for
him.
50
We're
million.
not selling him. We're not selling him for
50 mil,
50
I
million.
reckon. I'd go 50.
Woodward's
50
not
million.
selling him for 50 million. Not a chance.
There's
We'd rather
no
lose him for
chance
free.
you lot get more than that.
You might have no option.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. He's
50
not selling
million.
him.
He's
or you
definitely
lose him
not
for free.
signing a new contract.
Nah, see, that's the key is we don't know. That's all up in the air. We're all speculating here. That's not been said. He is or he isn't signing a new deal. But there's no way we sell him for 50 mil. We'd rather lose him for free. And when I say we, I'm not talking
If
about
he
me. I'm
does
talking about the
leave,
club.
oh, you'd rather sell it for free.
No, the club will. You know what I'm
Congrats on
saying?
your grandson, my
Glazers.
G. I didn't say as well.
Yeah, they'd rather lose him for Woodward than that. Definitely. They ain't sell. You know how bad 50 million having brought him back for, I think it was 90 it was.
It was better
No
than to
chance.
leave on a free where you lose even more money.
I don't think they're fuss like that, to be honest. 50. That's a bad indictment in that. Obviously, losing the situation we're in is bad too, innit? But we're not selling him for 40 million. No chance. Then I was saying, nah. Not when you got the likes of Ben
40,
White
I
there for
think would
50.
be too little anyway, but I don't see you getting 50. I mean, I don't see you getting more than 50. More than 50.
It depends
I don't
if
think you get more
depends
than
if there's a
50.
depends if there's a bidding war for him though. If there's a bidding war, that could drive the price up. Because more
Yeah,
than
but
one
he
team.
hasn't
But
won
he's
any other
PSG.
Spanish
trophies.
ain't got any money.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Juventus are kind of in the bit of a shit at the moment. PSG is his only real option. Otherwise, and he won't send to another Premier League club. So it's really just PSG or nothing. PSG
Yeah,
or Man
that's true.
United.
PSG's
Yeah,
the
I
best
think-
project as well. That's
Here's the
thing.
best project. I see minimum 60. I don't think they sell him for 40 or 50.
If you look at PSG's side, if they get Paul
Oh,
Pogba
it's
as
stupid.
well,
Oh,
man,
yes,
It's
it's
actually
ridiculous.
scary.
Ridiculous.
It's scary.
Puga.
like, there's no reason for them not to be winning the Champions League next season. No
Yeah.
Oh,
chance.
they need to win it next year. They
And
need
then
to.
the thing
Yeah,
is-
by
Yeah,
the way,
they need to
also,
win it.
even-
all eyes are on your boy's head, Flawless. If he don't win fucking
Of course,
League
of course.
and or the Champions League with this, you
I'm
shouldn't
with
be
that.
getting a job in the top 5 league
Yeah.
after that.
Hey, I've
Old
said this.
Poga.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I've said this in it. Like, all right, let's see
Yeah.
how good this guy is. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I'm not like these Oleanas. I won't shamelessly back him. If he fails with that team, I'll call him out and say I was wrong on that. Like, because he should be succeeding with that team, whether
It's
it's
the
League
opposite.
or the Champions League or both with that team. You know what I mean? If they sign a left wing back, of course. And I think he will succeed. If you give him that team, I think he genuinely succeeds. Well, if he
Yeah,
calls
because
it
that
wrong,
team's
that's
be
him wrong.
hungry now as well. Now that they've dropped
Yeah.
the league title,
And you've added in Pogba, Ramos, Donnarumma, and Hakimi to it, and possibly a left wing back as well.
That's Man City money,
Donnarumma
that
ain't even
is.
starting. Not,
Yeah.
they haven't even said that.
Like that in
From
every
all of them.
single position.
Not even
We've
Man
got
City have had a summer like that before.
back or Zinchenko. We've never
Yeah.
had like star-studded from front to back. He's never been like that. We've always had like one or
Star-studded.
two players that
Yeah.
are like a
A
bit
Jesus.
like a Delph or a
Jesus,
like we've
yeah.
always had that. So yeah, but the thing is, they have to win because people say Man City have to win the Champions League. Yeah, we have to win the Champions League, but winning the Premier League is still a successful season. For them, winning the French league is the equivalent of, you winning the Carabao Cup in this country because they're expected to win it.
Me
You know,
going to Asda. What do you mean, much?
It's just regular stuff. Yeah,
Standard Sunday.
It's just regular stuff. Yeah, it's but yeah, all eyes. I'm going to be watching PSG closely if they do complete this because I want to see Poch with this
and
team.
nobody's going there because of the league. It is they're going for the Champions League and to win it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And it's stacked as well because even the 4-3-3 you put up, even if you drop Di Maria out and you put Verratti, Pogba, and a DM in there. Imagine a Pogba, Verratti, and a DM in. That's crazy to think of as a midfield three.
They probably try and find a way to put Wijnaldum into the squad too. We haven't even said that he's in the squad as well.
Maybe not, but he might be holding up bench in it. Yeah, maybe.
He's only good enough for he's only good enough for bench still. He's
only starting Liverpool's team. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get on to Barcelona? Because we've not managed to touch on that yet.
Barcelona is a fucking mess. Their wage structure is a joke. Give me a minute, I can get a photo of that up as well. Well, what's the situation with Lionel Messi? Because he's basically out of contract right now, but no clubs have gone in for him.
But technically,
gone.
Yeah, he has to sign. He can't. He's not. They have to re-sign him. So technically, he's a new signing. So that actually works against them. But the thing is, I think there's from what I was reading as well, there's a clause in like a load of the contracts in terms of business that go, if Lionel Messi goes, we actually have a reduced price. So literally the point where they lose 30% of revenue if he goes. It's mad, and they're in the shitter for their own problems, and it's brilliant. I love it, man, because they should be failing, but at the same time, I'm like, they've messed up the organization. How do you spend 110% on player wages compared to profits?
It's 110% over what their budget allows, and they're like really close to bankruptcy as a result of it. It's ridiculous.
For 120 mil.
Look at some of the wages on it. Griezmann is on nearly 900k a week.
Oh my lord!
Messi is making 1.3k a week. Fair play to Messi. You know he actually deserves those wages.
Yeah.
Frankie de Jong on 400 though. Busquets on 290. Pjanic on 180k. Fucking PK on 245, and he's been washed for the last 2 years. Dembele and Umtiti on 230. Jordi Alba, Ter Stegen, Coutinho on 165. All Trincao must feel violated 73k a week, but it's all a madness. All of these wages are ridiculous,
and they've got to reduce by 200 million. 200 million. And they can't afford to let Messi go.
They could lose their main sponsors because of Dembele moving like a wallad.
Yeah. Idiot, man. Stupidness.
Yeah, he's a fool.
Even Griezmann was in that video as well.
Griezmann, we already knew he was a wallad since day one. This is why I'm saying I don't want this guy.
More than a wallad.
Yeah, bro. You think I've heard Griezmann to Chelsea rumors like, hell no, we have had enough brushes with racism in the past. Get out of here, man. But Dembele as well, you're washed. I don't want him here either.
But even if they get rid of everybody but Messi, I don't think they hit the 200 mil.
Yeah, no, that's what
because a load of them are just 12 mil.
How much money do they lose a year? That's what I want to know to wages. Because we said it's 110k over their budget, but how much is the actual amount? Because you're looking at least that's got to be around at least over 100 million, just on wages alone every single summer, at the very least.
Yeah, I have no idea. How
do you let one of the biggest clubs in the world be this poorly ran for this long? And we've seen the hints of it as well. Some of that awful transfer. Man United look like fucking Chelsea.
Saints compared to them, however, they have been badly run. Them and Arsenal.
Do you know what it is? It's because they brought in financial fair play, right? And financial fair play was supposed to stop things like this from happening. It was supposed to make people spend within their means. But what they were then doing is saying, oh, well, these clubs can kind of spend what they want because they've been successful. So then you've got people like Barcelona, because they're winning trophies, they're then spending what they want. And that's how they've got into these situations. Because all of the... I don't know if you saw it, but Pep was having an argument with the Spanish president of La Liga or whatever on Twitter because he was saying, Man City. And Pep saying, whoa, wait a minute.
No Aguero.
Yeah, like...
No Aguero.
No
No
Aguero, fam,
Aguero
'cause
as
they
well.
signed him.
Yeah, they can't.
Aguero,
Yeah,
no
they can't
Depay.
register him. They can't
So what?
register-
Aguero's in limbo now.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah,
they
man.
can't sign any new
Aye, good,
signings.
because I wanted him as a number 2 striker. Chelsea can go back in for him now.
Nah, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, like, that's why, because we wanted to buy Messi, and they were like saying you can't buy Messi. Now the president's coming out and saying the only way City can buy Messi is from financial doping, and they've lost 200 million, which we haven't lost 200 million. It's just making up figures, and it's just ridiculous. Like, at the end of the day, like, we're a well-run club, regardless of what they want to say. They're not a well-run club, so it's like, I think they're just looking at other people. They need to look at themselves, because that Spanish league is a mess.
You know
Both
what, yeah,
their
this shows why they wanted the Super League so bad. It
Yeah.
makes perfect.
Oh yeah, of course.
Why
They
wanted
do,
the Super League.
because they
They're
know
still
they're
in.
doing. And this is
They're
why I
still
was
there.
saying, at
Still
the
in.
time, why are Man City
They're not going to be in the Champions League next year.
to save these clubs? Because essentially we would have been joining to save clubs like Tottenham, Arsenal, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Why are we doing that? When Man City want to win everything, why are we benefiting other teams? It just makes no sense to me.
Because
Leave
your own
that.
pocket.
When Man City was struggling, I didn't see Barcelona coming and lending us their players because Man City had no money. I didn't see that.
But it's different.
So I couldn't
It's
care
different
less.
now. You got money, mate. That's what it is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now they want to be involved. When we were struggling, I didn't see no one trying to give us handouts. So it's like, at the end of the day, you know, I don't really care if they don't succeed. You know, I don't mind Barcelona because I like Messi. You know, I don't. It's not a team that I hate.
Fuck
But
Barca.
if you're run that poorly that you're
Lewis,
giving
get over it, man. It was 08,
Nah,
fam.
fuck Barcelona.
It was 09, fam.
Until we give them a taste of their own medicine, I ain't over it. Fuck
It was
Barcelona.
2009, fam. Was it 09?
Fuck
It was 09,
Barcelona.
innit?
It
Oh,
was
nice.
09, but still fuck
It was
Barcelona.
09. Yeah, it was 2021, fam. You know me. We'll
Fuck
work on it, man.
Barcelona. Fuck them as a
Insane.
club, a fan
Man,
base,
they're
and an institution. Fuck Barcelona.
Man did the 2-pack thing.
Well,
You know
they're in
what
the
I'm
bottom.
saying?
Damn right. I'll never have love for them.
Say, for example, tables were turned, right? And we were in exactly the same situation as them, right? And we had the best player in the world in our team, right? And he was out of contract. I'm not being funny, but Barcelona would not think twice before coming to Man City and saying, give us your best player. But when it's Man
they
City,
wouldn't.
it's like, oh, let's
But
not
Jan
go
City-
for Messi.
But
Go for Messi.
why? Jan,
Okay.
why are you
Worry
surprised?
about with him. That's what I'd be
You
doing.
shouldn't
if I
really
was-
be surprised.
Wait,
You know what the
Real
bad
and
thing is,
Barca
though?
are going to be in the Champions League.
What is it? I think so.
No,
as far as I know.
Bro, how did they get away with that?
How did
The money, you just get around it.
They
They're
hide
the
the
most
best
corrupt.
players.
Yeah, they're
Them two are
corrupt.
the most corrupt out of all. Aren't they owned by the Spanish banks as well? Both of them.
The government own Real Madrid. The royal family run Real Madrid, so that's why they
No
never
wonder it's in the
get
shitter.
trouble. Yeah.
Yes. Juventus, Barcelona, and Real Madrid have all been admitted into the Champions League despite the involvement in the Super League.
Mm.
So they're all
Because
in there anyway.
money, that's why. Them man are great advertising, especially
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Barcelona. Like, they're great
Disciplinary
advertisements for.
proceedings against Juve,
Champions League.
Barca, and Real over their involvement in the Super League have been suspended by the UEFA Independent Appeals Body. They opened a probe against the three clubs, but last week it suspended proceedings after being notified by the Swiss authorities of a court order from the Commercial Court in Madrid, obtained by the legal entity European Super League company. Fucking hell.
It's always the
Okay.
Swiss.
Yeah, so they found their way back into this.
Yeah, man, of
Well,
course. They will always
They'll
go
be able to corrupt
No,
their way
I
back
thought they
into
were
it.
actually going to keep their foot down over these three. That's what they
Would they?
sounded
They
like.
say
But
that.
UEFA, they say
They
one
say
thing all the
that.
fucking time.
This will just be brushed under the carpet once again. It's business as usual. They say it for now, and I can't. What can you honestly see happening? Because Barcelona are just going to go. Well, they're going to have to sell everybody but Messi.
The thing is with the Barcelona team, I was thinking this. There isn't any players I would take. Minus Messi, he's the only one. Who else would you really take
they're,
from
not,
there?
they're not even
Anthony
really the
Fati.
You take Fatty?
Maybe. See,
Yeah.
you're even saying maybe. You're not even
I'll
like,
take
yeah, this
Frankie
player, this
de
player,
Jong
this
every
player.
day of the week.
Okay, so Messi, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, anyone
Ter
else?
Stegen.
Ter Stegen's a shout.
Yeah.
say-
See, this is what I'm saying. You might not even saying this with Vim. You might have just like, yeah.
I'll
just
take
shout,
all of
squad
them.
player. Yeah, for your bench. You know what I'm saying in that? For your bench. Who's going into
You know
your first
what?
11?
To be honest,
Who's
Ter
going in?
Stegen's getting ahead of Schmeichel.
All right, so you're going goalkeeper. That's one. Who else? Who else is going into your first 11?
What,
from
for
your team?
Fana over De Jong? Yes.
All right, so you got De Jong. That's 2. I'm genuinely.
I'm
That's
taking,
going.
look, mate, this is Barcelona.
See,
Our
Barcelona
players
in name. This is what my point is. This was years ago.
I
we'd be
was about
they
to
would have
say
been rated.
Fati, I reckon. Ansu Fati could definitely get another club as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't get over a club. What I'm saying is how far they fall in the fact they haven't been rated already. If this was Barcelona of old, they would have been rated.
The buyout
No,
clauses?
but they're not being raided because their contracts are all so
Pedri.
juicy. None of them are going to leave anyway.
Well, don't Barcelona
Yeah.
need the money though? In terms of not the wages. we're
Yeah,
talking about
but the
contract.
players
shouldn't
have
promise
the
the
money in their
contract.
hands. They don't need to
Okay.
go. They don't need
Yeah,
to
not the
agree
players,
to
we're
They're
it.
talking
all
about the club.
refusing. They're all refusing
Okay.
to leave. Apparently, they're all saying we want to stay. But the thing
Well, you
is,
signed a contract. That's what
that
happens.
Because
Pedri,
they're all on stupid
Isn't it?
wages.
I'm just surprised no one's gone in
They
for these
know
players.
they're not getting it better anywhere else. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
lot are
that-
dumb for giving us these wages. So I'm going to sit here and get the money that we both agreed to, is
Yeah.
what
It's all
it is.
happened. It's happened to all of our clubs. A player's
Fair point.
definitely done it. That's
Griezmann-
something
You got Drinkwater.
well, he's linked with like a leave to Man City. But if he came to Man City, he would have to reduce his wages by over 50%. He's not going to do that. Why would he
That's
do that?
crazy.
He's in a contract to earn a certain amount of money. Why are you going to then go from 800 grand a week to 350 grand a week or whatever? Because we're not going to pay him more than De Bruyne, so he's not going to
And-
come in and get paid more. Like, so it's just stupid. Like, but the thing is, then the buyout clauses on like Pedri is something ridiculous, like ridiculous amounts of money, like 350
I'm
million.
just surprised no one's tried a thing, knowing that they need the money. Is like, all right, let me just slide in a cheap bid and see what happens here. I'm just surprised nobody's tested the water, knowing that they are broke. No one's
It's
gone.
not the
"All right,
right
let's chuck a 50
environment,
million on Pedri."
And you've all got bigger targets.
Yeah.
Everybody's got
I think
better
that's telling.
targets than Barcelona players.
That's the telling part. Like I said, if this was Barcelona of old, like that's how we start in the show. Like, all right, we're gonna get this player, I want this player, but everyone's they're strapped for cash, and everyone's just like, all right, cool. We might take Messi, and then that's it.
And
But
Aaron
that-
put something in the
There's
comments.
because you
They're-
go into
they're suing
negotiations
players
and they
that
all
are
have too big wages to negotiate with. They all have to
I
take
know.
pay cuts if they
Yeah,
want to
take
leave.
pay cuts, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I hear that.
But
I
it's,
hear
if
that.
it's in your contract, I think it's like legally binding. They'll
Yeah.
try and buy you out,
Wow.
but that's only if you agree.
to get bought out.
So if they just say no,
What can
that's
you
the
do?
thing.
Hey, you
Yeah.
love to see
The
when
only
it's not
way
your
they
club.
get anywhere further is if they win trophies and they get money off the fallout of that. But
Yeah,
they
and
haven't
the
won
team's not
anything.
even that good. Yeah, the team's not even that good.
Yeah.
The team's not even
Atletico's
all that.
looking better. Madrid are going to strengthen. So
They're-
Barcelona are in a really sticky
And
situation.
they've got
They
no
couldn't have
Messi
a
now.
nicer group.
They have no Messi at this moment. So what happens if they can't register him? He can't play.
no. He's
No,
done.
So Messi,
he can't play.
just gonna be out here just in limbo while the season's going on.
No, he'll find another club probably.
That's crazy, you know. Man, just
Nah.
go
People
play
People
for
will pay
River
the
Plate or
wages.
something.
Have you heard
Messi,
about
you know.
someone mentioned Braithwaite?
Messi just out here, come get your goat, man. Out here unemployed, fam.
Braithwaite, though.
Yeah. Is he the second highest paid?
Wait,
No,
Is he the
Braithwaite.
second highest paid player?
no, it's not even that.
No, he's the second richest.
He's
Oh,
rich,
okay.
right? So basically, he's got his own business, which is worth like 250 million, and then he's got another business. So he's got all these. So he essentially plays for Barcelona on the side. It's mad because he actually gets more money from his other thing. It's madness. It's madness.
so he's
Everyone's
richer
been
than
laughing at
Barcelona.
Braithwaite. He's been
Yeah,
playing
the
the
only
quiet
person
match.
that him is
Have
Messi,
you-
and because Messi's not actually a Barcelona player at this second, he's
Yeah.
the richest player at the club. It's
That's
madness.
mad. Man, just
Man,
playing for
that's
They
Barcelona.
all
on the
laughed
side,
at him. Now he's on the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, it's just his weekend job.
I don't know why
It's
we're
his-
not going and getting Messi. Just go get Messi.
Yeah.
Bring him to Manchester. Why are we caring for their feelings? It's because
Yeah, because you lot don't even want to play with a striker anymore. So what's the point? You might as well get Messi.
It's the
Yeah.
wages thing, though. I think it's a wage thing.
I don't care.
An FFP.
Messi. Do you think De Bruyne and them lot are going to be in the changing rooms going, Messi's on more money than me? Messi's on more money than anyone. Of course he's going to be on more money than you. He's better than you. Like, I'm sorry. Get him to Man City now. That's what I want. I'll go and get him myself.
I
Go
know
pick
you will. Look, you ain't smiled this much since we were talking about you fighting in the stands, but we knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You
can
can see the
Messi with a
possibility
glass
of
bottle and a
that.
Molotov.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. I love Messi, man. I love him. It's just
You don't,
a
yeah,
shame
Messi a
that
baller.
Aguero spent all that time trying to play with him, and then now it's looking like both of them ain't going to play for Barcelona. So he might as well come back as well. Aguero and Messi link up at the Etihad. Nah,
Yeah,
I don't.
Barca, Bambo, you're right.
don't
Barca
think-
is the side thing for
Yeah,
Braithwaite.
that was
That's his
the comment I
weekend
was
job.
trying to pull up.
That is his weekend job, He's playing
Yeah.
for Barcelona, Are we doing on the weekend just playing in Champions League? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna sort out
On Monday.
this business. I'm gonna chill on the Barca bench and watch the match on the weekend. Part
Is
way.
it front row
Who
seats?
got
I'm
we
getting
got
paid.
Levante
No,
this
man,
week? Let's go.
I don't think that Messi's coming to City. What I'm saying is Man City should go and get him. We won't because we've got too much respect for Barcelona for known reasons. But we should go and get him because if the tables were turned and Aguero was out of contract a few years ago, we were having money trouble. When Aguero was in his prime, they would have come and got Aguero with no second thought. So we should do to them what they would do to us and go get Messi in it. I don't know why.
Our fans wouldn't take Messi because they already think we got the best bloody right winger of all time. For fuck's sake. Honestly.
Yeah, you guys will probably get Messi. You find a
just
way
have
to
to
hate
get
him after 3 months.
Overrated.
You call him-
I
Argentinian
wouldn't.
Willian.
Argentinian
Argentinian
Willian.
Argentinian Willian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
he
just
left
Mo Salah from
Go
South America. That's what you
into,
say.
like the 5th ranked in the world. All these players would go above him. There's no way they'd think he was the best if he was at City.
Yeah.
But then if we didn't win anything, it'd be you've got the best player in the world. How have you not won?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't fit it. As soon as he moves to Manchester City, be slandering him 100%. Be 100% slandering him. You know what I'm saying?
If you
Yeah,
get,
damn right, Argentinians.
if
do
you
it
get
down
Messi,
with that.
Grealish, and Kane,
I'm already ready.
yeah,
with
we
it.
can't be
I'm
friends.
We won't.
What was
be.
that?
Genuinely can't be friends if you get Kane, Grealish, and Messi.
I
Oh,
don't
there's no chance they get all three.
one or the other.
I'm
But
just saying, in a world, imagine that.
do you know what
It's not
though?
happening.
I think Man City want Grealish, but I think what's happening is I think Man City are waiting to see what happens with Messi before they sign Grealish because I think they would have tried to, move a bit further with that. They haven't really. I think they're waiting to see what happens with Messi because if
Flawless,
we can
Flawless, do you know why Jan
Go on.
really wants Messi? Because it means
Go on.
Mahrez goals.
No, it doesn't. Mahrez wouldn't leave. Bernardo Silva's the one that would
He's
leave.
on too much.
Well, it means Mahrez becomes
Mahrez,
bench player.
not gonna get
Really,
anywhere else.
No,
Jan
Mahrez-
You
doesn't
should be
like
happy
him,
about that
innit?
still.
Mahrez
Yeah, you
don't-
should be happy with him on the bench.
Messi will play in the middle. He'll play in the
Or would
middle.
you play the false nine? Yeah, you would play the false nine.
nine.
You spot on. You would play the false nine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just slander him in it. Yeah, 100%.
He wouldn't play
Get
on
all the
the-
slander names in. 100%.
What about
Getting
Kane
slandered.
though? You get Kane. He plays down the
No,
middle.
I can't lie. Kane sounds more and more like he's staying at Tottenham as the
Bentley
week
or
goes
I
on.
feel like he's going to stay at Tottenham.
It has
Yeah.
gone very quiet on the Kane stuff. There's been
No,
nothing
but-
since.
Apparently,
Because he's
Spurs are
focusing on
quietly
winning the
saying
Euros,
behind the
Tom.
scenes that they're going to keep Harry Kane. They're not going to let him leave in the summer, and Kane's not going to force to move anyway because he
Yeah.
respects Tottenham too much. So
Fair enough.
it looks like he's going to stay.
It's
Even
lost.
from the quotes from Kane this week, it sounds more like he's saying that Tottenham. He said, "Patrici wants me to stay at Tottenham, and of course, as a player, you want to be wanted. You want to feel like you're loved, which I do. It's nice to hear, and it gives motivation. I'm sure we'll get to know each other after the Euros." It sounds like he's staying. Which, by the way, I'm going to ask questions about his mentality, but he's been at Tottenham for 8 years, so it's already
Yes.
been answered.
Right now, he's just focusing on carrying
If you win-
England like he has done in the
That's
knockouts.
the thing. If he wins the Euros, his search for a trophy is gone. So he's more inclined to stay at Tottenham for another year and wait it out. If they don't win
means
the
they'll finish
Euros, it's a
further
lot
down
more
the
likely
table.
to leave.
Yeah.
Well,
They'll be
that-
like, fuck this. I'm sick of losing in white. Let's go.
They'll,
You know what
they'll
I'm saying?
finish further. If they win, then Kane's going to kind of go. He's going to be riding that for the next year. So why is he
Yes.
going to put any effort in for Tottenham? Because there's not going to be a bigger trophy for him than winning the
In the
Euros.
You just don't seem like that type, though. You don't seem like the type just to down tools.
I know what you
Kane.
mean, but do you see what?
I don't think he'll down tools. I don't think he'll down tools. I think he just won't
No.
have a season
No.
like he did last season.
You don't think he'll be as hungry? The hunger level could drop.
But
which is a
he
fair
One
point.
carried
thing, he's
that
got most
Tottenham
goals
team.
with most
I
assists.
just can't see him carrying to the same level this year.
That's a tough ask. Yeah, that is a tough ask. Yes.
After
yeah.
you've
Still
just won the
good, man.
Euros, I'm going to try and
Still good.
carry and drag this team. Where apparently, like the players like Vertonghen and players that were just like Alderweireld, I can't remember which one, and a few like Lamella and that go, we want out. We don't want any part of this. You can't even get a manager in properly, so get us out of the club.
8 years, yo.
I think he's in a similar situation to Messi, where they're kind of tied to the club. Like they can try and leave, but it just doesn't work. Like I'm not. People in the comments saying I think I'm going to get Messi. I'm not. I'm saying we should go for Messi. I'm not saying
She's
we'll
got it
get
on the back of that shirt, people. On the back of that jacket.
At
She got
Barcelona,
Messi 10.
Well,
Yeah,
All
but
right, yeah.
Kane's only got a 3-year deal. Like, it's not as tied as it makes out to be.
Yeah.
Like, after a year or two, you'd want to sell him anyway, or you lose him on a free.
Yeah. Well,
And so,
yeah, he's.
I don't really think Nuno's going to be the one that takes them to the top either. It's not even a disrespect Nuno. I think he's a good manager and everything. It's just not really what Tottenham wanted. He didn't sack Jose to get Jose light, so I don't get the point of it. You wanted an attacking manager. Kane wanted an attacking manager. He's not an attacking manager.
Like Graham Potter had gone to Spurs. You would have seen Kane get.
Yeah, but even
50
Spurs were
goals
like, we
this
don't want this
season.
guy from Brighton. He was like, yeah, forget that. Leave him in 16th.
Cool, innit?
Yeah,
No, you keep disrespecting him.
It's tacky for your man.
Well, keep disrespecting him because he's not doing it. It's a points business, bro, and that's all that matters.
Spurs, get me, looked at every manager, including yourself, Ryan, and still said no to Graham Potter. They were like, nah, let's see what I'm saying. They went and got Mourinho light. They went and got the younger version of what they've just
clearly
had.
Daniel Levy doesn't have a football brain then.
We've known that for years. Even Slav will tell you that.
That's true. Yeah, we know that about Levy.
It's nothing to do with football.
Right.
Harry
He's
Kane
just
under
bold.
Graham Potter, man. Harry
His
Kane
best
putting all
qualities,
the
he looks like Pep because they're both bold.
Who's this? Who?
Levy.
It's the ball tank.
Yeah,
like
that's all they've got.
Guardiola, man. Can't be honest.
Pep. Yeah,
What,
I don't know.
what do you think? What do you guys think of Harry Kane's amazing performances in the knockouts? By the way, I told you
he's done better. I wouldn't say amazing, but he's done better.
When everyone was doubting him in the group, I told you he turned up.
The thing is, he was just missing. He was just completely missing. So you can't even say that's a bad thing. He wasn't there. It's not like he had a touch and a bad touch and he missed the goal. He weren't there.
Poor guy weren't even getting the ball, though. It's not his fault.
That's a part. No, that's a part of it too. But you still need to utilize. Once that happens, you're Harry Kane. We can still expect more. I know how good he is. You know how highly I rate Harry Kane. I expect more from you, even when it's not going your way, because you're Harry Kane. You're not some.
I'm just saying it because there's a certain person in this panel who doesn't rate him that highly.
You're great.
You said that he's been better than Sterling the whole competition.
Yeah, you tripping on that.
No. I said I don't think Sterling has been that much better than Kane.
No, but the thing is, even in
levels,
Harry Kane's game,
he's not been levels above.
No, Harry Kane's last game was his best game, and Sterling was still better. So that said it all.
No, he wasn't.
Sterling's got better. Sterling's got better as the game. Yo, from when I seen
Harry Kane, but Sterling was better. He ran from the first minute to the last minute.
Nah, Harry Kane was better.
When it's 100, when it's 100 minutes in, and Sterling's still picking up the ball and driving past, man. He was the best player. He was, he was.
You see Harry Kane was passing the build up to the first goal.
Quality.
No, he was good. But Sterling was still better. That's what I'm saying. Where he's very, very good.
Harry Kane. Kane agenda for a minute. You have a Kane agenda. That's all.
Me? I love Harry Kane.
Yeah, I know you do. That's my point. You have a Kane agenda. That's my point.
Everyone was saying after the game, how did Sterling not win man of the match? That's what everyone
completed 10 out of 10 dribbles. Harry Kane. Harry Kane.
And well deserved.
Harry Kane. Yo, man completed 10 out of 10 dribbles, you know.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Oh, I think it was more than 10.
For the competition also.
And he won the penalty. And he was involved in the equalizing goal as well.
To be honest, I weren't a penalty.
No, I'm not hearing whether it was a penalty or not. He won the penalty. I'm not hearing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
Yeah, but then people get Harry
Kane missed the penalty. It wasn't a good penalty.
Yeah, and he still scored it. You know what I'm saying?
It was a 6 out of 10 penalty. He lot better. He missed the penalty.
Okay, all right. Move
on.
Proper
striker instinct for that rebound, though.
Because the ball dropped right in front of him 2 yards away, but we moved.
Yeah, because if Schmeichel gets his arms round it, then it's not going anywhere, is it?
Yeah,
and he should have put the top bins, blast it.
Yeah, you guys disrespecting Kane, you know.
I think
you disrespect Salah. This is fair.
Very good.
What's the masterclass?
You disrespect him. You know what it is? No. Nah, Ryan, you disrespecting him because you're accepting his performance from him. I know how better he can be. I know how much more he can do.
That's the scary thing. He's been quality, and he can still do.
He's not been quality.
He's not been that quality. He's been 6 out of 10.
Yeah, 6.5.
For him, for most people, that's like a 9 or a 10.
But that's why he's Harry Kane.
His levels should be a lot better.
Yes, because he's Harry Kane. That's my point. I'm not accepting mediocre performances or above average performances from a player that great. We all know how good Harry Kane can be. I give him his props. I won't be like, you won't be like, oh, the hat trick was dead. The keeper made a mistake. Bonucci and Chiellini are a combined age of 75. No, I give him his props.
And you guys will still want to give Sterling man of the match instead of Kane.
If Sterling plays better, yes. Sterling score, of course. Yeah, of course. I have
started
no
to
allegiance
think
to
that.
Sterling.
Just better.
Yeah, I have no allegiance to Sterling. He plays for one of my rivals, but we gotta give credit where credit's due. Without him, England are not in a
I've
final.
got no allegiance to Harry Kane.
Yeah,
You
but
definitely have an
the
allegiance.
thing is,
And-
You have an
and
allegiance.
Graham
because
Potter.
Yeah, and
the
Graham
thing
Potter.
you were
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
this,
Graham Potter,
when
I do,
Harry
yeah.
Kane turned up for the first time in the fourth game in the
Yeah,
8th
4 games in.
and you were saying
I thought against Czech Republic. Czech Republic, Kane did well against Czech
he'd
Republic.
only been in the competition for 10 minutes and you said he'd been better
Yeah.
than Sterling. It's
He
like
did take
saying
him 5.
Sancho's been better than Sterling when Sancho's only played one game. Like,
Right.
you
No,
can't
against
say
Czech
that.
Republic, Harry Kane was better than Sterling against Czech Republic.
What
They were
game was
both
that?
shit against Scotland. They
What
were
game
both
was-
shit
what
against
game?
Scotland.
Well,
I
hold up,
admit
hold
that.
up. Which one was Czech Republic? Was that the first? Because my
It was the
memory,
third
my
group
memory's
game.
bad. Wait, did Sterling not score the winner in that game?
I'm talking about overall performance. What? Because Grealish laid it on a plate for him.
Yeah, but he still scored it. You know what I'm saying? And that he's in the
Exactly, that's
position. If
striker's
it was that
job.
easy, you take away from the tapping merchant thing and that. If everybody could do it, everybody would do it. There's a reason why Sterling's been doing that for years. You call him a tapping merchant to
system.
disrespect him. But
But he's
the
not.
fact is, but this is on the
System gets
Southgate.
him in the
This is
right
not even Pep.
position to do that.
Yeah,
It's good
this is
position.
on the. This ain't even on. If this was under Pep, I'd be like, cool. This is under Southgate in a defensive team, and he's still scoring goals. The
And
same way you're saying
creating.
Kane don't get the ball. Sterling doesn't
So's
get the ball in
Kane.
great positions. This is my point. You know what I'm saying in that, but not to the point of Sterling. You know what I'm saying, I don't know what you watching.
Yeah, he creates his own.
It took Kane 5 games to have a good game overall.
Yeah.
It took him 5
You
matches.
went missing
Oh, it
3
did
games
for
in a row.
Sterling as well. Sterling's performances were poor as well.
It
Yeah,
weren't
performances
He's
were
also
good, and he's having
poor.
impact though.
had
But he's
games that are
impacting games.
not been poor. At
He's
no
not been
point
poor.
has he been poor.
He's not been
No.
poor. He's
Nah,
been
he has,
decent,
yeah.
and he's
He's
been
been
impacting
Scotland
games.
shocking.
In England's
Which
best
game has he been poor, Ryan?
Scotland, he was abysmal.
So what was
Everybody
Kane?
was
Then?
abysmal.
So what was
And,
Kane?
yeah,
Then?
you played
Kane was
well
abysmal then.
too.
So Kane was abysmal
but-
then. Okay, so
Yeah,
Kane was abysmal then.
That. Yeah, he was.
Okay,
He
all
was.
right. So that's one. So we'll give you the Scotland one. When else has Sterling been abysmal? Because Kane was
He
non-existent
abysmal
in the 2
two
other
other
games.
group games. He just
But he's having
I'll give him
impact. So
credit.
he's playing. He's having abysmal performances and still scoring
still
goals. So
scoring,
imagine
yeah.
when he's playing okay
Exactly.
against Ukraine. He was
Oh,
better
yeah.
than Kane. So that's
And
4.
what the thing is,
Kane's been better than Sterling in the knockouts.
The
though,
thing is
I
with
think.
No, he
Sterling,
hasn't.
when
No, he
he's
hasn't.
You don't
when he
reckon?
needed to get
No.
a goal, when no one's turned up, he's turned up and got a goal, regardless
Yes.
of how it went, right?
And that's how
When
we're
he
in.
played well, actually, I'd say Sterling's best performances are the ones where he hasn't scored, when he's done a lot off the ball. So that last game, I thought Sterling was
It was
10 out of
incredible.
10.
Yeah, I
Even
rated
Really?
Sterling's
in
last 2
goal.
performances over all the other 2. I
No,
gave
but
credit
he's
to
got better.
Sterling for his
He's been
performance.
player. He's
And
been
there's
player
no
of
games where
England's
Harry
best
Kane's
player.
been better than Sterling.
Yeah,
That
he's been
hasn't
England's
been
best
a
player
game.
because he's the only one who's having an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you
What about
score all the
defenders,
goals,
though?
you have
Luke
an
Shaw's
impact.
up there as well. Luke Shaw's probably been the most consistent.
No, I don't think so. Because Luke Shaw
He's
did
not
not
been
start.
I think
playing.
Luke
He's
Shaw's
not been
been the
playing.
most-
How can he be? How
He's
be
playing every
be
single
more
game.
consistent when he has been playing?
He's only played 2 matches, isn't it? Is it 2
Exactly.
matches? he's played?
Yeah.
Yes, because
And
Trippier
Maguire
started
played
one.
like 3 or something like
Yeah.
that. That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
John Stones. Like everyone, City fans are saying John Stones has been solid, and you've got people saying, "Oh no,
Harry
this
Maguire as well.
he's the only one that has played every single game." So it's like
So-
whether he's whatever, he's kept the clean sheet in every game. If that's the other way around, people are saying, "Well, Maguire's played every game." You know what I mean? So just for me, like I'm not saying that John Stone's been the best player in the tournament because I don't think he has. I think
No.
he's been solid, but it's one of them things where it's like.
No, John
Raheem
Stone's done well.
Sterling
He's
has
done well.
clearly been the best player, and the fact that people are trying to bring him down by bringing Harry Kane up, that's what annoys me because it makes me have to sort of discredit Kane when I don't
It's not-
want it. I thought Kane
yeah.
was very, very good in that last game. He was good, and he was good in the game before. But it's like because people are saying, "Oh, he's been better than Sterling," he hasn't been better
He's
than
not been better
Sterling.
than Sterling.
And even in that game, he wasn't better than Sterling.
In terms of impact and overall, he's not been better. Impact by goals and assists. and in
Sterling's
terms of
been way
overall
more
play.
He's a
consistent.
striker.
Yeah.
He's a striker. He's literally there to score goals. Raheem
And assist.
Sterling, okay, he's an attacker. He's there to score as well, but he's not essentially there to score goals as a job. You know what I mean?
Denmark game, for example, he was spinning up the defenders the whole game.
He's been the biggest threat.
Nah,
Literally,
he
I
played
think
well.
in every
He played
game,
well.
he's
I
been
think
the
they both
biggest threat
played
in every
very
game.
well. I
In
think they
every
both
game
played
for
very
England.
well in the last 2. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I
Kane
think they
turned
both,
up.
it's not like
Ukraine.
Aston Sterling had a bad game in the last 2. I just
But
think
you're
Kane's
saying
been
you're
up
saying
there
that
with him as
Kane had a
well.
better tournament
Yeah.
than
And he's
Sterling.
not.
That's our
That's
issue.
Yeah,
think-
nah.
It's not a big
Kane was
point.
doing ghost mode the whole way through the group
Yeah.
No,
stage.
3
And
matches.
even against
nothing.
Germany. And even against
Yeah,
Germany.
Germany.
I-
This
I
man
didn't
was
think
nowhere
Kane-
to be.
I didn't say Kane's had a better tournament than Sterling. I said I don't think Sterling's had a levels above tournament over Kane.
He definitely has.
Yeah.
But that's not a shot at. That's not saying Sterling's been 9 or 10.
No,
that's because
Sterling's
Kane's been very poor. Kane's been very poor because we know what
With
he
his
can
own
do.
expectations.
That's my biggest issue with him. I know how good you are. I rate you highly. You're one of the best in your position. And for 4 games, you were ghost. And then you turned up against Ukraine. You scored later against Germany. And then you were very good in the semis. Like, you're not even playing the top opposition. It's not even like he's playing against media opposition. These are all BC level sides. And you're still going Czech Republic, Scotland, and you can't get a kick. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, you're one of the best in the world. If this was Lukaku, you'd be cursing him out, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then to be fair to Kane showed up in the Kane has showed up in the knockouts. Lukaku didn't.
In the Ukraine against Ukraine, yes, I agree with you.
Does he
Against
get-
Ukraine, yes.
And he
the
scored
semi-final,
against
yes.
Germany, to be fair to him.
Lukaku,
Yeah, when the game's almost done and they're
to
chasing
be
it.
fair,
No,
to be
no,
He wasn't
I
good.
can't say that. He scored the goal which sealed. That's unfair. Who
How's it
knows if
unfair?
Germany would have?
What
Because it was only
incorrect?
How
one.
many
Who
points
knows
do we
what
get
happened?
if Sterling doesn't play?
It's 2-0. Like it
Yeah.
didn't.
You lose 4 points in the group.
As well.
England go out if Sterling's not there.
Exactly.
But
If
that's what I'm
Kane's
saying,
not there, they still go
Lukaku-
through. That's my
Lukaku
point.
was good in the group stage, and he got Belgium where he was one of the reasons why Belgium got out of the group in the first place. Then in the knockouts, he was poor, so
He was
you can
poor.
say he was poor. But the thing is, Kane doesn't even get to where Lukaku got to without Sterling.
I'm
That's the
saying
thing.
because like if you take him out of the side, I think England still go through. I still think they're good enough and they have enough to go through against Czech Republic, Scotland, and whoever the other team was. Whereas you take Sterling's been the only bright spark, even
And
when he's
nobody
played
was
poor.
talking about
only
Sterling
bright spark.
before the
Yes.
tournament.
Facts.
Nobody was talking about Sterling.
His position was most under threat according to most.
Yeah,
Most
Yeah,
people are
it
like
was,
Sterling, and
yeah.
I was with that because he didn't
Yeah.
have a good season
Yeah.
at City, but he
Yeah.
shut everybody up. He should
Didn't have a
start.
great World Cup as well.
He's been England's player of the tournament.
Yeah, easily.
And again, that's more of a diamond indictment of England because I don't
The
think
thing
that
is, it's a
Sterling's been
similar.
8 or
That's
9.
why I criticize this Sterling thing is similar to Salah in a way where, you know me with Salah, and I know a lot of people don't. The reason why I get onto Salah is he might score once in the game, but then his overall game is quite poor in it. So it's
But
the
that's
same. That I've been
Difference is,
doing with
but
Sterling.
the difference at Liverpool is you have Mane, you have Fabinho, you have
Mane has been
Trent,
very poor.
you have
this season.
but you have
If you
Robertson. But what
take
I'm saying
Salah
is,
out for the season, do you even get Europe?
No,
and you were criticizing Salah before this season. What I'm talking about is in his successful season. He has Mane, you've got Fabinho, you've got Trent, you've got Robertson. There's been just forget the attacking players. Who's been outstanding for England the whole way throughout? John Stones has been solid. Shaw's been good when he's coming in 2 games. Maguire's been good. Rice and Phillips have been
solid.
decent.
They've been
Yes,
solid.
but they
I
haven't
think
been.
solid enough.
I don't think Stones or Maguire have been. Oh my god, what a defensive
Unplayable.
performance!
Because they've really been tested a lot in against
my point.
Denmark and Ukraine.
And
Innit?
that is my point. Rice and Phillips have done decent when they've come in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Say Henderson when he's like, no, even all the other attacking players, Saka's been bright, Grealish has been bright. You know what I'm saying? Foden's been decent, but Sterling has been the best.
Been decent. Well, Foden ain't played a lot recently. To be fair.
But when he's played, he's been not bad. But he's not been good.
22, Jan?
Yeah.
20?
He's been okay, but that's it though. He's been
21,
okay.
21.
Yeah.
He's still got
Yeah,
loads
Sterling-
of time.
He's still go, he's still he'll be
First
fine.
tournament. He's never been to a tournament with England before. It's his first
Yeah,
tournament.
he'll be fine. Foden.
Somebody's put in the comments, Saka. I mean,
Been great, yeah.
unbelievable
Yeah,
for the man,
yeah.
how he's come into the team and what he's done and running at players.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
he's a gooner, I got to give him his
Right.
props. He had an amazing
Yeah.
tournament.
Oh, he's been fantastic.
He needs a move real quick.
Oh yeah.
Level yourself up, my guy. You've had an amazing tournament. Don't stick yourself here at Arsenal, man. You're going back to
Good
depression.
for Arsenal, man.
At least All or Nothing will give him his big break.
Oh,
The rest of the world can see
I
him.
like Saka. I really like.
I
him.
like Saka.
West
I love
London's
Saka.
Yeah.
red because he's been brought into the wrong side. It is what it is.
He's had to drag Arsenal as well this season. Yes, and then he really has. It'll be the same next season, probably.
And then
Yeah, because like Aubameyang's their only other big
What did you
threat.
think Mason Mount in this tournament?
Poor.
Not been good enough.
Yeah,
been
I
all right.
agree.
He's been all right.
I think
I
it's
won't
more
say
of a
nothing
last
good.
game.
Lit that place up or
Been all right.
anything though. Best
I think
player
the
for
group
England
stages
in
he
the
was
Euros.
okay.
Like Johnny was saying that, but like.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's been the best player in the Euros. Like Johnny's on his Johnny.
Yeah.
Thing. It is what it is. He's been
Do you
all
think
right.
he might be a bit
Been all
burnt
right.
out?
Might be. He's been our
Might
most played
be.
player this season.
That's what I'm
Lampard
saying.
played
Yeah.
him throughout the whole season. Tuchel played him out through the whole season.
Yuri
been-
Tillemans has been.
With Mount,
I
though.
wouldn't be surprised about him being burnt out.
But I don't think Mount is a because most of his if you ask people what is Mount good at, it's a lot of it is sort of more defensive than it is going forward. So when you play
going forward as well,
your job is to create for the team, and I don't know, he's done okay, but I don't think he's created as much as England probably needed him to. Do you know what I mean? So
England, I can hear. Chelsea, I wouldn't say that. He's been our highest creator, and I think he's the second highest creator in the league behind Bruno.
Chelsea,
the thing is, compared to England's squad, Grealish in that position is a better choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I agree.
I'd argue Phil Foden in that 10 as well. Grealish, Mount, I think playing in that number 8 is perfect for him.
Yeah,
so he can go forwards and coming back. And you play him alongside of Rice or him alongside of Phillips, I think would work fantastically. But playing him he's the best defensive player out of them 4 that kept talking about.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's because Harry Kane, I think why Harry Kane probably looked so good in the last game is because he was doing more of what he does for Spurs. He was kind of dropping.
He could get more in that 10 role and kind of drop deep.
Yeah, but I think if Grealish is there, he doesn't really have to do that because Grealish will drive the ball.
Grealish will actually operate as a 10, whereas Mount on the average position was playing as a 9. Mount was higher than Kane.
Why do you need that? Why do you need that when you've got Rice and Phillips in the team?
Yeah. You don't need 3.
You have to take on their places.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player, but I think he's just burnt out. I've seen it with Yuri Tillemans this tournament as well, because he's had to play every single game, as you were saying, Lewis. Yeah. His levels are dropped, and it's nothing against him. You can't do that as a person and try and play all that football, especially as a young player. It'll just kill you. So I don't blame Mount for being as poor. I wouldn't say he's been poor. He's just not been to the level, as we were saying about Kane, to the levels where he should be.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say he's been one of England's best players in this tournament. I'm not going to sit here and drop any prop on it. He hasn't been all that this tournament. He's been all right, but that's about it.
You know what? That's like outside of Sterling, insert England's team, England player name here. I think that's what they've been the whole entire tournament. Everyone's been, okay.
It's been a tough season, guys. It's really been a tough season. It's all been squished together. Yeah. And then you got Mount and Foden are playing in the Champions League final like a couple of weeks before the Euros start. It's not going to be good. And you can imagine a lot of them towards the beginning of the season are going to start coming back, but it'll take them a couple of weeks to get back into the league of things as well. To get back into a good 2 or 3 weeks, in my opinion, before football starts getting back and you're getting the players that played, especially in the later stage of the Euros, back into the team.
That's why I'm glad people like some of our players went out earlier, because it just gives them time to rest. Because our players, we played like 60 games this season or something daft like that. It's ridiculous. Like, I wanted De Bruyne to go far, but he needs to just get fit, because he's not fit. And I don't want an injured De Bruyne at the start.
Why they played him injured? It's so stupid.
I know.
So you know why? Because their next best hope was Lukaku. I'd play him injured too. I'd play him with one leg. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, come on, De Bruyne. You've always got Kevin.
Guys, but I've not plugged it in.
Well, why did you? Well, that's no good, is it? We're an hour and 54 minutes into the show, love. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you sound okay, darling.
Yeah, you haven't broken up on
that. That's good.
Oh shit, bro, we've gone for nearly 2 hours.
Let's go, man.
I haven't even noticed.
Time flies when you're having fun.
You're damn right. This is why I always enjoyed this show.
A lot of it came from you talking about how much of a psychopath you basically was.
Every time we do this show, I sit there and think, fuck, what are we talking about this week? And we just go off.
Yeah,
I fucking love it.
Yo, we all chat shit for a living, that's why.
Can I just have a quick thing as well?
No.
If we get down
Thank you very much for Shameless FC.
This is like what happened the other day.
It's all up, Ryan.
I know, bro.
Oh, mate.
Go on, Ryan. Say what you got to say.
Go on, Ryan, bro.
If we get sound again, I'm going to be so shameless this summer.
Yeah, you guys actually look like you're making some moves in the transfer market. Sound again. What? Has the transfer actually gone through now?
Happy with
I don't even know too much about him. What type of player is he?
Yeah,
I don't know a lot about him at all. Yeah,
he's basically a much better version of Gini Wijnaldum.
So he's a central midfielder, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he's he's a number
Is it
8,
eight?
but he can play anywhere in the
I
midfield.
would say Rodri looked amazing for Atletico Madrid, didn't it?
Hey, so did Thomas Partey.
Sam Migueza scored bangers in Champions League semi-finals. Put some respect.
So what you telling me then, Ryan, is he's an attacking 8?
He's more
I
a
legit
Gini
don't know
Van
about
Alden
him.
replacement. He drives forward.
is he
He's
box
got
to
good
box?
post control.
Okay.
He drives forward with the ball. He's also he's got the passion merchant skill set that Klopp likes in midfielders, in it. So that's a bonus as well. He doesn't spam crosses just for the sake of it like other midfielders in the league as well. So yeah, it's good, man. I'm happy with this.
All right, cool. We'll see.
Wait,
Does he
who
get
was
into your
that
first
shot
11?
out about spamming crosses?
We
He
already
doesn't
know who
spam
it was.
crosses with his head
Oh,
down
is he a
like
cross
some midfielders.
connection?
He's not.
Oh,
No, I said he's
thought
not. I
you were
said he's
sending
not a
for
cross
Mount.
merchant.
Okay.
Nah, it wasn't Mount. Why does Mount cross the ball a lot?
Yeah, Mount's one of our main corner takers. Like
Oh, is
the
it?
whole
Oh,
first half of the season, our main path to scoring goals was Mason Mount corners to Zuma.
okay.
Other than that, because we weren't scoring in open play, we could fucking
Yeah,
Werner
you
in
say.
left wing. That was never happening.
Yeah. You man, your highest goal scorer was 7 goals. Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, big up Jorginho all from the penalty spot. Fucking hell,
head-
man.
No, but what I like about
Danny Ings.
Makes
What?
sense.
Danny Ings I want as a number 2, not as a number 1. If we've gone from Erling Haaland to Danny Ings, this is 2017.
Danny Ings is so injury prone though.
That's the problem.
That's the thing. That's why I want him as a number 2. Great option off the bench, or if you need him as a replacement. I'm not relying on someone with 2 ACL injuries. But what am I relying on him for? Like, he ain't lasting a full season.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Oh no, he's not lasting a full season.
But Erling Haaland news has gone quiet on our end anyway. Like, from what I hear, we've got about 16 days left until pre-season for Borussia Dortmund, and if it doesn't work by then, the longer it takes us to get to that, the more likely we are to turn away from Erling Haaland and look towards Romelu Lukaku. Which, if that happens, he was my number 1 choice anyway, so I'll be happy with that as long as we just get someone done quickly, because I want them to be integrated in pre-season and I want them to have good chemistry with the rest of the squad. If we bring in someone around deadline day, he's still going to need another month. As a minimum.
We're just in Euros at the moment. Once it comes to Monday, everything will just fly back off the shelves, once again, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean,
Once Euros
fucking
done.
Erling Haaland didn't even go to the Euros, so it only works to a certain point for me.
Tuesday. But you got a hella man like Messi and the whole Barcelona.
Fabrizio said there's no deadline. Bruv, it's Borussia Dortmund. They have these deadlines for every single player. It will be the same thing. They're not going to start the season and then lose Haaland and have no striker and no creator in their squad. It's not going to work like that.
With how Dortmund move, I think they'll be looking. I think they would have already identified a Sancho and Haaland replacement.
Yeah.
Maybe
If
not
they,
put
have,
them in,
if
because
they
they're
get
not
the
putting them in.
replacements in, then obviously that changes. But as it looks like right now, that's not happening. Unless they get a creator and they get a striker first, because it just doesn't make sense for them to do that. We got to look at it from their perspective as well as ours.
No, I understand. I get that.
I hear what you man are saying. 150 million deals ain't done quickly, and I hear you on that. I'm patient regardless on this news. It's just, if this isn't going to happen, and also with the fact that it's going to cost 300 million, the guy wants, what's his name? Raiola wants a get-out clause involved as well. So is his long-term aim even to stay at Chelsea? No. It sounds like he's going to use as a stepping stone and then go to another club after that. Because if he pulls out at Chelsea, the next contract extension is going to be an absolute fuckery. So for me, there's a lot into this where we could really just get Romelu Lukaku for 90 million, be done with it, and our window wouldn't be over. Because from what I'm hearing as well, if we get Erling Haaland, we aren't getting anybody else. We still need a DM. We still need a centre-back.
Hey, there's one in East London, fam. You know what I'm saying? From West Ham.
We need one that's not overpriced. If we get Erling Haaland, how are we spending 80 million on Declan Rice?
Hey, if you don't spend 90 on Lukaku, you might as well go overprice on both of them. You know what I'm saying?
No, because Lukaku, 90 million I'll take. 90 million's fine. Over 150 million.
I really don't think he's worth that, but that's a whole other conversation.
Who, Haaland?
I do not. No, Lukaku. I don't think he's a 90 million pound striker.
Nah.
It's not 90 million, but that's just to me though.
No.
90 mil for Lukaku.
How much do you man pay for him?
Strikers cost that much anyway.
You paid 70 for him, I think it was, and then sold him for that as well. I think it was 70. And even when I look back on that, I'm like, yeah, you ain't even worth 70. You weren't worth 70 then or now. So I'm like, well, each to their own. He would work better in Chelsea's system, I know that much. And he would score goals there because he scores goals everywhere. But is he the player to take Chelsea over the top?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think so.
Yes,
I
because
don't
we
think
can
so.
create for him,
Yes,
and he can
100%.
create his own chances, and he
You can
scores
create.
against the lower teams in the league, so he can deal with low blocks. He won't have a buyback clause. He won't have to worry about him going to another club in the future, and he wants to succeed in England because he didn't succeed in England in his
Yeah.
first spell. He only succeeded individually, not as a team.
But yeah, when you play the ball up to him when you're under the cushion, it bounces
Yeah.
off him. You'll see fam. Trust me, I know. Trust me.
Man,
know.
we've been
in
there
the
with
big
strikers
games.
with a dead
So
first touch.
this is
It is what it
enough. You
is.
know what? He gonna be Morata, Werner. Who else? You had Kesman 2.0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are mad. You must be mad. Put him with the likes of Diego Costa, Didier Drogba, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and them.
Nah,
Man.
I could never
don't
do
disrespect
that.
them.
Nah.
Don't disrespect, man. Like I feel I'm not even a Chelsea fan. I feel disrespected you putting him in the company with Didier. Don't do that, fam.
You must be
Don't do
because I put Diego Costa in there, and he was a half a season merchant.
Yeah, and don't put him over Diego Costa. It's the Didier Drogba that's got me. You know what I mean? Don't do that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
because
Yeah,
we
but they
don't,
were
we
half
don't, we
seasons
don't,
that were
we
winning
don't have a
league
big list of
titles.
good strikers. We don't
Yeah,
have
I
a
know
big
that.
list.
You don't put him in
Like,
there with Didier.
let's just have whatever we have.
Yeah.
At least
don't
we
put
got
him in there.
Lukaku won the Champions League with us as well, so he can be up there anyway.
How much did he actually play?
He might have come off the bench in the group stage a few times. I don't know.
With
I
them
can't
braids.
confirm or deny.
This guy's shameless, you know. Lukaku won the Champions League with us.
He did, bro. He was in the celebrations.
It's
I
all
he
think
might
good,
so
we're
did
just kind
Ian
of-
Brewster.
He might have refused to hold on to the trophy because he achieved nothing on the road to it, but he still has it there.
There we go. I swear, Willie Caballero. Did he not win? Did he not a Champions League winning medal?
Yeah,
Even
Willie
Ryan
Caballero won the Champions League. Big up my guy. Do I even have the photo of it on here? Nah, I don't. I think Lawrence.
Willie Caballero, you know. You know what I'm saying? This is our
Hey,
border.
don't be slandering Willie.
I
That's
would
my
never do.
guy.
I would.
That's my
I was gonna respond there. I'll leave
That's
that
my
to you. If Willie's your guy.
Yeah, I
That's
was
you.
gonna
innit?
say. I was like,
Yeah, I was
can go
gonna
a
say.
different direction.
Yeah.
That doesn't
If
sound
Willie's
good.
your guy,
Oh,
that's you. You know what I'm saying?
Let's move on from that, please.
You man, your head's in the gutter, bro.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
just moving on from Willie there, Ryan. You over it.
CBA.
Shut
There
up,
he is. There's the
footballer.
photo of Willie.
That's
Big
his
up
name,
yourself, my guy.
honestly. Big up Willie.
Yeah, big up Big Willie. It's a shame he's gone now. But it
I
is
was
what
about
it
to
is.
make a really inappropriate joke. It doesn't matter, innit?
Yeah,
Mate, we've had about
I mean,
14. You
you've
might as
kind
well
of
go
got
for it.
there already, so you might as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah, I forgot what it was now, to be fair. It'll come back to me, innit?
Big Willie energy.
CBA.
sorry, I'm a child when it comes to this. Laughing at hilarious, yo. This is hilarious to
It's all
me.
good.
You see you saying, "Oh, big up Willie." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
Willie's
I
a
can't.
guy.
Yeah, Willie is my guy. There's a whole song.
Last time we were on, you're talking about I like
What
nuts
is
and
the song,
and
yeah?
like that as well.
Aye,
So
yeah,
I was
we've
like,
got
yeah,
a chant for Willie as well. We got a big Willie. Here I go.
It goes
Yeah.
like,
All corners of the bridge chanting that. I love it.
we've got two songs about dicks. One for Sionchu, now one for Daka, and he's not even played a game. We've got a dick chant about Daka.
Oh,
I forgot what it is, but somebody told me. I was like, oh my days, how have we not even started a game and we've got like a dick chant for Daka?
People getting their fuckeries out of the way early. That's what it is. They're getting prepared in that. That's what it is. People
Yeah.
prepared for the coming season. People prepared.
Yeah, because we're all going to be in ground soon, and I can't wait,
I
man. It's
can't
good to
wait.
be back.
It'll be good to come meet you guys in person as well in different grounds, and
we need to
obviously
make
same
that
with
happen.
Leicester as well.
We need to make
Yeah,
that
man.
happen.
Liverpool away coming up very soon. Neil
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. There's going to be a big sesh happening in Liverpool. I hope to see you there as
Yeah.
well, my G.
August
Sounds
the
good.
20th. Is it August the 28th?
August 28th.
August
Yeah.
28th, I think.
So pull up.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Unless
I'm
Man
putting
City
it up.
lose to Arsenal that day, because that's gonna put a downer on it, honestly.
Then you need
Well,
to drown
drown your
sorrows.
sorrows in it. Come drown your sorrows in it. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't going to lose to Arsenal, though. Come on now.
You're not going to lose to Arsenal.
You know
When
what?
was the
That's
last
Chelsea.
time you not even lost to Arsenal?
In the FA Cup, but
Oh, the FA
in
Cup
the
final.
league, it's been a while.
There you go.
A long while.
Yeah, and come on,
Yeah.
you got like big Premier League TV screens, Amazon Prime in the corners. You ain't going to embarrass yourselves in front of them. No one. No chance.
Gonna pack him like 4-0.
Hey, Leicester, it's an early kickoff though.
Wait,
eh?
Are you telling me
Leicester,
ain't Leicester that like
he
it's
was
your team?
complimenting your team.
It's your. I complimented your team.
What did you say?
I said, yeah. See, look at this, innit? You just looking to try and slander man, you prick. Yeah, go on, Lou. Say what you're gonna say. I ain't even saying it again.
Sorry.
I
guys.
was
Nah,
going to say,
no,
anyone got
keep
any
your
final
apologies.
thoughts?
Even
nah,
I was
not really.
offended at that.
Yeah, serious. Like, keep your apologies. We'll see who. From a Manchester United perspective, like, I'm just like,
Who
we'll
have
see
you got that
who we
day or
sign.
that weekend?
No idea. I've not even checked. See, that's how much I'm uninvested in the season already. You know what I'm saying? That I
It's
don't
the
care.
third match
who we
day of the
have.
season, so
I really
Manchester
don't care.
United.
1 minute. Let me see what your game is.
We could lose, we could win, we could draw. You
Oh,
never
so you've
know.
got a game that day. You're away at Derby County. No, that's sorry. You're at home.
Derby.
You're away to
Wait,
Wolves.
Derby County, they're not even in the league.
I'm
Yeah.
looking in July.
You're looking at
Drinking
you're looking at
Lions,
the
not
friendlies.
even
You're looking at the
Drinking, man.
friendlies.
Bloody hell.
She's
I
been
know,
drinking
I
and
was
smashing
looking
over
at
some
Your
booze heads.
first game's Leeds at home, right?
Yeah, first game's Leeds at home.
Yeah, so you got Wolves away. You got Wolves
Yeah.
Alright,
away
cool. I got Wolves
on the
away.
29th. You got them on the Sunday as well.
Oh, see, so you lot can't banter me then. You lot can't banter me then that day. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That works.
No, I'll be
Are
the
you still on
Sunday
that
on the
Leeds and
morning
Man
after
United
the
like
United
rivalry?
game.
Flawless.
What, say that again,
You
Nuke?
better win this game.
Are you still on that Leeds and Man United, the United rivalry?
Oh yeah, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can't
fuck
stand him.
Leeds.
Yeah, can't stand him at all. I'm
That's
just
a
like,
mutual agreement. I think we all got.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck Leeds, fuck Arsenal, fuck Spurs, and West
What
Ham.
kickoff? What time's the kickoff for the United Wolves game on Sunday?
4:30. Oh, Wolves. Yeah,
Yeah.
4:30. 4:30.
Ah, that's cool. That gives me ample time to get back and all that and watch it and all them things there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's
I don't
calm. I'll
have to
probably end
drive,
up.
though. It's gonna be dead if I have to drive. That's the only problem.
Just get the
You,
train.
you
then,
ain't
innit?
gonna be
Shouldn't
driving
really
back
drive.
from Liverpool, are you?
You're not driving.
No, I always
We'll
drive.
pattern this. Yo, people, you're getting an insight into what this is like. Off air, this is an off-air conversation, isn't it?
Oh,
We
it's a
here
lot
trying to
worse than
organize
this.
stuff. Oh yeah, definitely.
Although
Yeah,
to be honest, if you are driving back, I'll probably bust petrol for you, and because that'll get me to London as well.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
problem solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might actually work.
I'll be in Manchester that weekend, innit? But then I'll come back probably on Sunday.
Yeah, like well, we'll pattern
I
this anyway.
live to get home. Like naturally, that's how I guess. So.
This is the
Yeah,
joy
we'll
of
find-
living in the Midlands near the M1. It's not actually too far anyway. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
A1
Yeah,
stuff.
you're perfect. You're in the perfect place in Leicester.
Trust me.
Nowhere's too far from you. How far is Liverpool
Literally.
from Leicester?
Not that
2.5 hours, 3 hours.
2.5 hours.
Nah, it's less than that, isn't it?
So easy.
I think last time we drove, I think it was like 2.5 hours. God, that seems like such a long time ago because we've not been. But yeah, I think again it might have been traffic and stuff. But I'll have to Google it. You know, it's one of the ones you just stick in the sat nav and go, yeah, we go, and you don't actually know the way exactly.
I've not been to
Alright,
Liverpool for ages. Yeah,
Neither have I. but
Liverpool's
It's
the
always
best night out. It's the best night out in the country.
definitely.
Yeah.
That or Newcastle, because Newcastle.
I
is up there.
ain't had one in Newcastle.
Newcastle is fire.
You need to have one in Newcastle. Newcastle is lit.
All right, well, we'll link whenever one of your clubs is away. I knew
Newcastle.
we'll just
Yeah,
excuse to
yeah.
link up in it. That's what we'll use this for.
Yeah.
Let's just utilize whoever's there and we'll run.
Yeah, when
Wolves will be in his boring KD.
Let's say.
Yeah, you'll be on your
when do we
exciting
play
hot dog.
Newcastle? Oh shit!
When is
We
it?
got
Go
on
on.
the day before Halloween. Light
See, there
work.
we go. Problem
Light
solved.
work.
There we go. Problem solved, innit?
Wait.
I'm there.
Done.
Problem
Done.
solved. I'm there.
Done.
I'll pull it.
Yeah, I'm on it. That's done. Cool.
Okay.
Halloween
I'll
in Newcastle. That's what. Yeah, I'm on that.
I'll pull up.
There should be a big
Funny.
Shameless FC thing. Come, we'll run with that. Yeah,
cool.
guys, we are going to end the stream here. It's been yet another great episode of Shameless FC. Big up everyone who's locked in. Check out their socials and the channels down in the description below. Links to everyone are there, so check it out and smash subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. We'll be back tomorrow for a Chelsea stream. Probably going to talk about, I think Kurt Zuma's on his way out, and there'll be a bunch of other news that's there too, so we'll chat about it then. A big up all you, man. Smash the like and subscribe button. As always, we'll leave you with your champions of Europe. Take care, like and subscribe, and as always, up the Chelsea.